What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back to the show. Welcome back to the show. We got a really great episode ahead of us today. And guys, there was some really great trades again today, man. I mean, there were some really great trades out there today. It was hard to lose money today. It was really hard to lose money. I did get beat out of a short earlier. I posted that on the show or on the YouTube page. So that happened to me, but we had some really good trades today, man. We had some really good trades. One of them was SAEX. And shout out to Bill Betts for getting me into that one, man. I wasn't even following that. That sucker went from 10 to like 47. It was ridiculous. What's going on, Travi? Absolutely ridiculous. One moment, guys, as I get this all tweeted out here that we're on live. And we're on the show. One moment as I get this tweeted out. What's going on, Robert? One moment here as I get this tweeted all out. Get this tweeted all out. Welcome. People slowly coming into the room. Copy link address. All right. Go ahead and tweet this out, guys. One moment, please. Get this tweeted out to the world. Join us live. Join us live. All right, so let me see this. All right, so that looks like that's all right. That's fine. All right, welcome MK Money. What's going on? Robert Gomez. What's going on? Yes, big day today on the trading day, man. And look, it was all about SAEX. Man, that was absolutely incredible what happened with that stock. I mean, whew, let me go back to TradingView because I had to see it for myself how incredible that was. The stock went from $10, and I didn't even get a chance to see what drove it like that. I didn't know. I had no idea. It literally went from, okay, here's the fourth. It opened up at $10.48. $10.19. It opened up at $10.19 and just went to the moon. Went to the moon. The stock got up to like 48 bucks and it was just, it ran out. It just ran out of energy. It ran out of energy, but what an absolutely amazing run. Absolutely amazing run. One moment here. That was absolutely incredible on SAEX. What's going on? Stocks and Heels, Marshall, Spartan Financial, SMP 077, MAG, what's going on? Yes, sir, Spartan Financial, another trade, another dollar. Another trade, another dollar. And let me see what else was good today. HMNY was up, but HMNY got frozen a couple times. More, I should say, halted. That stock got halted up there. HMNY would have gone higher if it didn't get halted. At that 1550 level, that stock got halted at 1550. I was watching this play. And I was in a TradingView chat room. And that's why I actually let the people in the chat room know that it got halted. So HMNY didn't hold its gains, and it was a beautiful short all the way down. It was a beautiful short all the way down. So if you see what it did today, you see 39%, and you're like, oh, okay, that's a great trade. But it was up a lot higher than that. It was up a lot higher than that. In fact, the day's range was $7.80 to $16. And somebody asked me in the chat room, how do you catch these? This has just got to be your platform. This is all your platform. You've got to be able to have a platform that can have screen stocks that are up on unusual volume. That's pretty much the only way to catch these. That's really the only way to catch those. HMNY I was not in. I was only in SAEX. And again, as I started the show, shout out to Bill Betts. Bill Betts hit me up. The stock was at 28 bucks. And he's like, man, we about to break 30. You got to get in on this. I pulled up the chart and I was like, you know what? Let me see what happens. Let me just see what happens. And 28 went to 40, went to 44, 46. You saw that wall that showed up out of nowhere. And then all of a sudden everybody's like, I'm getting the hell up out of here. And that's basically what happened. I mean, you see that wall at like 48. And it's just like, boom. But it held. It held. It gave you the opportunity to, take your shares out and whatnot. And this was really interesting because earnings was yesterday on this stock. Earnings was yesterday. So it was really interesting to see how a stock runs the day after earnings. And the earnings were impressive. I mean, don't get me wrong. Earnings for SAEX were impressive. They were very impressive on Tuesday. I believe it was Tuesday, actually. Yeah, Tuesday. It was very impressive. Almost $2 a share. So how the stock ran today, I have no idea. And I would love to get to the bottom of why it ran. I tried to check Twitter. I didn't see anybody start anything. I didn't see, everybody's talking about it got mentioned in the chat room. Whose chat room? Whose chat room? Because whatever chat room that was, I want to know about it. I didn't see Tim Sykes mention it. And if somebody told me that Tim Sykes talked about it, I would believe it. I would believe it if he talked about it and all his people jumped in. I would believe that. But so far, I don't see any proof of that. King Musa, he said PTX earnings got pushed back. Sometimes that happens. Sometimes that happens. What's going on, Miss Petaway? 00, what's up? Marshall Coffee, how are you doing today? T Stout, what's good? What's good? Cinco Hernandez, how are you doing, sir? Lawrence Kane, what's going on? So, I don't know. Somebody asked me in the chat room, why is it running? I don't know. This is 2 days removed from earnings. I don't know. But it is interesting to see that even at these prices, I read somewhere that the stock still isn't trading for one times price per earnings. The stock still isn't trading. And in fact, let me send you guys the link of an article that somebody gave me showing SAEX with a $500 price target. Now this, I think, is one of those kind of computer generated things, There's so many blogs that report news to a lot of financial sites, but a lot of these are like computer generated ads where they look like they're written by somebody, but you can tell they're like just little things that are pulled from data sources, right? You can tell this is just, let me see here. In fact, yeah, this is, you can tell because I can't track where it's coming from. But this article is out there. Let me post it in the chat room. And we're talking about SAEX. So I posted that link. It's a little computer generated article, but it got some shares on Twitter, which was really interesting. And it talks about this analyst called First Call. I've never heard of First Call ever. First Call analyst reports. What is this? I've never heard of First Call, but if you type in First Call, you get some Thompson Financial. It's a whole bunch of sketchy kind of links pop up. And First Call had the consensus target price on the stock at $580. And we're talking about SAEX. And that came out today. This article was printed today. And like I said, it looks like some kind of computer generated, it doesn't have anybody's name on it. The website really doesn't have anybody you can get a hold of on the website. Some Indian guy out of India. It's got a mailing address out of India. So it's just, SAEX was just so sketchy today. But some real money got made, man. Some real money got made. Tony, I have no idea. If anybody can tell me why SAEX ran, I would love to know. Because I can't find it. I would love to know. And people are talking about earnings, but that was 2 days ago, bro. If you're telling me about earnings, tell me why it didn't run 2 days ago. Stocks don't run 2 days after earnings. So when we talk about the future of this stock, we do have to understand, if we go by the PE, technically it's still really cheap. If what I'm reading here is right, the PE is really still dirt cheap. I'm seeing some sites saying 1, Yahoo Finance is saying 1.55. And don't get me wrong, it's not a pump and dump. I mean, this is still a $220 million company. So it's worth something. It's got a market cap now over a little bit over twice its revenue, $700 million market cap. But I mean, it is legit. It has a legitimate operations, and it's a legit company. What's going on, Ja Warrior? Dallas O'Brien, what's going on? Yeah, Dallas, I understand it's not a penny stock any longer, so I'm not going to waste any more time on it. But the fact of the matter is, it opened today. It opened today at $10.19, which, $10 is really the limit, but that's still technically a penny stock. $10 is pretty cheap for a stock. It's still relatively pretty cheap for, a stock, depending on what you're trying to do with it. We're talking about a stock that gained over 400%. I'm talking, doubling, tripling, quadrupling your money. I'm talking that you put $1,000 in a stock today at 9. By 2 o'clock, that 1,000 was $4,000. That's real shit. And that speaks to how impressive, you know, the penny stock, penny stocks are. That you can really make some serious cash. David K, what's going on? Tony Johnson, yes, you're right, Tony. I'm 100% agreeing with you. 1 PE is still technically dirt cheap. 1 PE is still technically dirt cheap. At 1 PE, this stock is still undervalued. It's still technically undervalued. Yeah, Robert, I also read, there was an article out there talking about they were going to delist or something like that, but that was yesterday. No, actually, no. They broke a rule, not delisting, excuse me. They have a vacancy on the company's audit committee, and when you trade on the NASDAQ, you've got to have a certain amount of directors on your boards. And particularly the audit committee has to have a certain amount of directors. And for whatever reason, they don't have that much. Obviously, that's going to get taken care of, I bet. That's going to get taken care of. So I wouldn't worry too much about that. Mark K, you said they had a reverse split. Sir, that reverse split doesn't do this. This is not a reverse split. That's not a reverse split. What happened today was not a reverse split. No, sir. AMCF. What did AMCF do? AMCF. What did that do? Okay, one of those sketchy type. Yeah. Yeah, we ain't following that, man. We ain't following that. That's garbage. We ain't following that. MJNA, though, that marijuana play, we're in 5 cents now. MJNA, we talked about MJNA at 0.0425. Now we're at 0.0575. So MJNA is up well over, I want to say 35. You might have to do the math on that one. Let me get my calculator out here. And I got a price point where I'm still kind of watching it. I'm still not. I know it's going to go up. It's just I'm just still not comfortable jumping in just yet. I want it to prove itself to me. You know, when you want a stock just to prove it, I want you to get there, and then I'll jump in. So we got in at, or we started talking about it at 0.0423. No, it's 0.0575. And the original number is 0.0423. Okay, it's an increase of 35.93%. 35.93%. That's not bad. That's not bad. MJNA. Not bad. And those marijuana plays are going to keep running until the election. So, somebody said MJNA is a scam. No, sir. Absolutely not. MJNA is a legitimate company. MJNA is the #1 provider of cannabis. Gosh, I want to say like trinkets, basically. You know, they sell everything. They sell hemp oil. They've got all types of like really neat little products that they sell. And like I said, they've got revenue over $20 million, guys. This is not a scam. You got people who swear by their products. Go to their website. In fact, let me go ahead and send you a link to their store. Send you a link to the store. No, sir. Yeah, Robert, you can't buy MJNA on used stock trades. That is coming, though. That is coming. I've contacted used stock trades, and OTC stocks are coming. People don't realize, but 60% of the trades that go on at used stock trade, and if you ask their customer support, they're really, really good at letting you people know about this, are stocks under 20 bucks. 60% are stocks under 20 bucks. So OTC stocks are coming. They have found that they have a niche, and their niche is people love buying cheaper stocks, and it makes sense to buy cheap stocks. You know, I can't wait till, can you imagine getting into some of these OTC plays for $1? That will bring, that would put OTC markets on a whole nother level. So I'm excited about what the future holds for you stock trading. Just be a little patient. Yeah, I mean they really just kind of got started, so it's coming. They got the Android app around the corner too. They got the Android app right around the corner. They released a screenshot of that. Looks really nice. Yeah, FAC dipped today, man. That dip was hard. That dip was hard in FAC today. That dip was hard. I'm gonna watch it for the rest of the week, but I'm long FAC. I'm very long FAC. I'm very, very, very long FAC. Very, very, very long FAC. Because I like it. And earnings is August 9th, and I'm not going to sell it, before earnings. I don't care how far, Obviously, if it dipped below where I bought it at, I'll be concerned. But I'm up still significant in the stock, so I'm good. But FAC earnings is August 9th. August 9th. So that's right around the corner. I'm not tripping about it. And I think they're going to have a surprise for earnings. And if you aren't in it now, do what I think some of the guys in here did for Office Depot. A lot of people weren't comfortable with Office Depot because if you look at the chart, Office Depot kind of declined into earnings. And then what happened? Earnings came out. It was really good stuff. And it took off for a quick 12%, 13% gain. So I would do that. If you're not comfortable in FAC right now, just wait. Just wait till Monday and see what it's doing Monday. Find the low of the day or as close to the low of the day as you can and put your position in. You don't have to hold till earnings. You don't have to do that. A lot of people were asking me about apps. The same thing. Apps was down today. But you ain't got to hold till earnings. You can wait till the day before and do it that way. A lot of people play earnings like that. A lot of people play earnings like that where they just wait till the day before, look for the low of the day, get it as low as close to the low of the day as possible, and wait till the next day. If good news comes out, great. If bad news comes out, sell it pre-market. You can play earnings just like that. You can play it just like that. You know? Yeah, that was disappointing too. That was disappointing too because I know people were really expecting a lot better than that. People were really expecting. I don't think people were really expecting what happened in CBB today. Uh, Man, that was kind of a situation where what was crazy about it is that for the first like 5 minutes, you got out really high. People were so stoked. People were so stoked the stock shot up. You actually gapped up. You gapped up, and you were able to sell at a really high price if you knew what you were doing, but it didn't last. It didn't last but 20 minutes or something like that, right? Not even 20 minutes, like 15 minutes. You had 15 minutes. Your stock was riding high. You went in at 475. The stock opened at 499, went up to 513. So you had 15 minutes to sell. And that's what a lot of people did. A lot of people dumped. And the stock really couldn't recover the rest of the day. HGG. Is that H Greg? Let me see. H Greg? Yeah, I'm still a fan of H Greg. That's a nice little swing. I mean, it's nice. I like H Greg. I like what they're doing over there. I still think it's pretty cheap. It's at a negative PE, which is good and bad, but I don't see anything wrong with it. You know, earnings didn't really hit them at all. I mean, well, I guess it did kind of hurt, but you didn't really lose too much if you had been in the stock for a while. But I know people would love to see those 240s again. Will that happen again? It's going to take its time to get back up there. But I like H Greg. I like H Greg. It's a stock that it could have done better, but revenue of $400 million is nothing to sag about, especially for the quarter. So I think H Greg is one of those. If just give it a little bit of time. GSAT. Yeah, GSAT. It's so crazy because last week I was talking about selling my GSAT position. Because it was one of those things where it's like it wasn't doing anything, and now okay, we're starting to heat up a little bit. So I'm expecting something coming down the pipe on GSAT. So, but don't get me wrong. Last week I was talking about getting the hell up out of here because it was like declining, like 2 cents here, 3 cents there. So something's coming up in GSAT. I only got $1,000 in it, so whatever happens, happens. I'm not, crazy about it. Whatever happens, happens. Yeah, Jai Warrior. I'm not talking too much about that stock anymore because when I talk about it, the funny money starts jumping in and want to ride for 3-4 cents and then get out and cause the stock to dip hard. So I'm not mentioning that stock on purpose. I'm just going to let that stock do what it's going to do. But that sucker is a mean tight float, man. That's why any little dip in the stock, it comes right back up. It comes right back up to 34. Anytime you see that stock take a little dip, that's a buy, right? Automatic, boom. So I understand, some people want to move to other things, but just, it's coming. It's coming. I just wish I could do it myself. But I'm keeping hush on that because I don't want to talk about it too much. How high will GSAT rise? I don't know, man. If I knew that, I wouldn't be on the show, man. I wouldn't be doing this if I knew how high stocks could go. CETX earnings, I expect it to be wonderful. I expect it to be wonderful. I expect it to be wonderful. But I do see some fear creeping in here. Let me see here. I do see some fear creeping in here a little bit. Let me just pull up some recent news. Yeah, because CETX, if you want into CETX, if I'm correct, it's Monday, right? I believe it's Monday. Um, if you remember, 8 days ago, as you can see on Yahoo Finance, they released that expected milestone. So they kind of hinted at what could possibly be coming out. They gave you a little taste at earnings, and that's really called guidance. Those shareholder letters that the companies put out before earnings, letting you know some great things that have happened, that's called guidance. And there was some really, really good remarks in that for CETX. Talking about some of the acquisitions they had made, talking about net sales growth, fiscal year growth, the anticipation of $60 million by their being contributed by their acquisitions, two of which they had made recently. So, but today was hard, man. CETX, that's a pretty tough drop. That's a pretty tough drop. Now, I see support at 467. I see support at 467. But if you're looking to get in tomorrow, I would watch CETX. I would really watch CETX. I believe earnings is Monday. I believe earnings is Monday, the 8th. I'm going to do my best to verify that while we're on the show, but I believe it's Monday. Man, you know, you said Jivo's looking good. Didn't Jivo shit on people? Hold on. Yeah, Jivo shitted on people earlier though, didn't it? Yeah, man, Jivo shitted on people. Yeah. Jivo, if you look at Jivo, man, it was riding high and just shitted on people. It dropped like a rock at just before lunchtime. Just before lunchtime, and that was a nice little bounce though if you played that bounce right. That was a nice bounce going north there. If you put 5 grand into that, that would have been really nice. What was that? Yeah, about 10 cents right there. That would have been really nice. But didn't even hold that, kept going south. So when you look at Jivo, oh man, that looks like a beautiful descending triangle when you look at Jivo. So if you look at the daily chart of Jivo, you're seeing lower highs, man. That's not a good sign at all. So whoever said in the chat room that Jivo's looking good is looking terrible. That's a beautiful descending triangle. In fact, you go look at the lower highs and then the bottom equalized support at the bottom. That's a perfect triangle. You got to be able to look at these charts and see these patterns in there. Oh yeah, Marshall's right on it. You said Jivo earnings August 9th? Yeah, yeah. I wouldn't short it the day before earnings, but tomorrow, Travi, I think tomorrow Jivo would be a short, right? If you look at the chart. If you look at the chart, Jivo looks like a short tomorrow. But we'll see. But it's too cheap to short anyway. I mean, you don't short stocks under $1. You can, but I mean it's risky as hell, man. You can get your account blown up doing that. Oh, Sykes was shorting it? Yeah, I believe it. I mean, he's got the money to do it. So, if you short a 80-cent stock and something happens and it goes to $1.60, you've lost 100%. You've lost that. So you can lose your account shorting too. You can end up owing your broker money if you're not careful. GBSN. GBSN. All right. Nice little breakout there. Nice little breakout there today. What time was that? Yeah, that's a nice little 1 day chart. I mean, you had to be really patient, hold it up to the end of the day. At the end of the day, that seems like that's where the you had a nice little pop there at the end of the day from 12 to 2 o'clock. That was a nice little gain there. From 12 to 2, you gained 6 cents a share. What was the volume? 20 million shares? Okay, not bad. Not bad. Yeah, if GBSN can hold the if it can hold this volume, it seems to really move. So that's one of those kind of bottom feeder plays, a little cheap stock there to, this is a Nasdaq play. So I mean, you can get on this and use stock trade. Just follow that all day. That was a nice little play there. That was a nice little play. Yeah, shout out to Mag 36090 for that one. You said it is as a pump. Showing very bad overall stock chart. Yeah, overall it's an ugly chart, but Mag, if you play the swings, if you know how to play the swings, if you got some good charting software, your broker just, spread the chart out. You know what I'm saying? Really look at the patterns being created by the chart. You can, play those swings, man. Yeah, GBSN, that's right. Yeah, Givo was a trap, man. Givo was a trap. Yeah, Givo was a trap. When you go from 90, what is that? From $98 to 78 in a span of 2 minutes. In a span of 2 minutes, that's some real haterade bullshit. You know, and okay, earnings wasn't the big winner. Earnings for PTX was the company lost money, but I honestly expected a bigger pop than that. Did anybody else expect a bigger pop than that on PTX? I expected a bigger. You think it was a big seller? I mean, that had to be a huge. I mean, that's somebody dropping a load, and not only that, but they dropped it because what happens is when people have very large positions to sell, sometimes they will go under the bid. So if the stock's going for 90 cents, they'll put in an order for like 85, right? Because they don't really expect to be able to sell the entire order at that price. So what they'll do is they'll put it at 85, 83, and try to hit everybody from 83 to the current bid price. Because you got people looking to get the order at 82, 83, 89. They're just sitting there waiting for the stock to come back. So if I got 1 million shares, I've been in it since 40 cents. Fuck it. I'm going to put in 82. I don't care if it is going for 90. I want everybody to be able to touch the stock because I want to clear my position. And that's kind of what happens sometimes. Where you have people who will literally sell it for less than what the stock is going for, just to make sure that their order clears. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Michael 91, you were talking about Sprint. Yeah, Sprint, man, Sprint's just gonna keep doing this thing. I'm not even, Sprint $6.22. I mean, it's just gonna keep doing this thing. It's just gonna keep doing this thing, man. It's just gonna keep doing this thing, man. When you're a good company and you're just doing what you got to do, you're gonna keep making money. It's gonna dip, it's gonna go down, but at the end of the day, if you patient, man, you're gonna make money in Sprint, man. You gonna make money in that. Sprint is at a point where every time it dips hard, just buy it. That's it's at that point now. Every time it dips below 6, it dips hard in 5, just buy it. Just buy it. But the thing about it is that there's so many good penny plays out here. Even though Sprint is making money, there's so many great penny plays out here you can play. Sprint is at a price now that unless you want to hold it for a long time, you might as well just play some of these 30 cent, 60 cent, 70 cent plays out here and try and swing it that way. Because Sprint is already at a price now at 622. Now your risk reward is like, it's a little different now than when it was at 380, 480. You know what I'm saying? Now it's maturing. $6, $7 is a little mature now. So now if you want to make money in Sprint, now you're talking about holding for 2 weeks, 3 weeks to get a real solid return because it's a more expensive stock. EGLT is up 27% after hours. Why? EGLT. It's light volume. EGLT 8K. Recommended approval of abuse. Uh-oh, hold on. EGLT just released some FDA approval. Let me see this. What is this? God damn it, man. EGLT, Egelit? I don't know how to pronounce that company's name. Announces FDA advisory committees recommend approval of ARIMO, ER, and reports second quarter results. The committee voted 16-3. Okay, wow. Voted 18-1 to recommend their approval. Wow, that's a very strong approval. 18. Cash on hand of 103 million, not bad. Revenue 3.5 million. What is cost of sales? Okay, 784,000. What are my expenses? Okay, so they still net negative though. Expenses were 8.9. What was revenue? 3.5. Okay, so they're still negative, but net loss was 23.8. Okay. All right, so they still had a net loss for the quarter, but the approval, that was really slick of them because they had a really shitty earnings, but bringing out that FDA report with earnings definitely is going to help them out. Let me see. Yeah, EGLT. That was really slick of them to do that. Bringing out the FDA report with the shitty earnings, but it's cool. It's cool. I mean, they got an FDA approval. I mean, now it's time to make some money. Um, my thing is like, let me see, where are the after hours? Oh yeah, here those. Oh shit, look at those after hours trades. Okay, I see some tens in there too. I see a couple $10 trades in there. EGLT. Okay. Yo, EGLT might run. I see a couple $10 orders in after hours trades. We're at 762 right now, and after hours, let me see, after hours, we're at 970. So shout out to anybody who's in EGLT. Shout out to anybody who's in that stock. Not bad. You think you got fucked on PDLI? Why would you say that? Yeah, I would definitely put EGLT on your watch list for tomorrow though. If you can get in pre-market in a good price, maybe, you know, for shits and giggles, try to put in an $8 order and see if somebody will take it. I mean, the worst that can happen is your order doesn't get filled. PD. Yeah, man, it looks like you got burned on that one. But PDLI, I mean, you try to see if you can get rid of it pre-market. You might get a morning spike just in, it might happen what CBB did today. Bad earnings, but it gapped up. It gapped up almost $1. And you might be able to sell it early morning. Yeah, King Musa, that's pretty good. Right now, I'm falling in love with TradingView. I'm really loving TradingView because my monitors are 24 inches. So I love how it really uses my monitor, man. It's not like E-Trade or E-Trade Pro, which is like, another good software is TC2000. TC2000 is really good too. TC2000 is really good too. But I love the chat room feature in TradingView and some other things. Cut dividend. What's going on, LK Ra? GPL failed you? GPL failed you? GPL. Great Panther Silver. Yeah, man, that wasn't a good trade today. Actually, a horrible trade. I mean, sometimes that happens, man. Sometimes that happens. Let me see it one day. Yeah, and the volume wasn't really there either, man. Well, 3.2 million shares. That's not bad. A little over $4 million in the stock. I mean, yeah, there's just people just weren't feeling it, man. That happens sometimes. Just people weren't feeling it. What else? What else? Star Surgical. I've heard of Star Surgical, but STAA. What was? I've heard of them, but I think it's pretty illiquid. Well, that's not too bad. Nice little gap up. See, it's kind of weird to see the fact that the company gapped up after earnings. Like the day after earnings, it gapped up. And they released an AK today. And it's not gapped up. I have no idea why. Again, not a huge earnings volume play anyway, so who caught that? Yeah, shout out to you, Bill Bex, for hitting me up with SAEX. I definitely shouted you out a couple times in the chat room. Shout out to you for that one. Shout out to you for that one. ARMS was pumped. ARMS. I'm not seeing anything. Is there a ticker called ARMS? I'm not seeing anything for ARMS, man. Is that the ticker? $925. You're on the air. What's up?
Hello, this is Robert. Yes, last night you said, Robert, you want me to call, and I'm the blind guy. I have called, but I wanted to know your opinion. I got in on Jet.com.
Okay.
And because last night I read an article about Walmart trying to buy it. It shot up to like 57 cents, right?
Okay.
From 12, And I was wondering, do you think it's gonna? If you take a look at, I'm gonna hang up right now and see if you're gonna take a look at it and see if you think maybe it'll. I don't know. What do you think about the? What do you think about it?
Well, appreciate the call, Robert. Hey, what's the ticker for that?
It's JTCMF.
JTCMF. Jet.com. Where did you get the news for this one?
Well, my brother, he has his own FedEx ground company. And
Okay.
he was telling me we're getting all these orders for JTFX. I was like, okay, let me check it out. So I checked it out. It took me all day because I kept getting JetBlue.
Uh huh.
And then I looked it up, finally found it, and then it was like sideways for all week. And I said, okay, 12 cents, who cares, right?
Right.
And then today, boom, and then I started looking up why did it go up? And I started seeing articles about Walmart in talks to buy that because people buy from Amazon.
Yeah.
And Walmart's trying to, eat up the competition.
Uh huh.
So they're trying to buy Jet.com. So, to take it away from Amazon, I guess.
Right. Damn. Well,
So,
yeah. Appreciate the call, man. Thank you so much.
All right. Bye.
All right. Shit. Look at that. God damn. Look at that. That's beautiful. And I've seen, you know what? I've seen a Jet.com commercial before. Has anybody in here seen a Jet? I've seen a Jet.com commercial. I've seen their commercial. It's basically like a grocery store online. I mean, it's basically a grocery store online. And you can use coupons and all that stuff. I've seen a Jet.com commercial. Did anybody know that they were trading on the OTC markets? I didn't know that. Oh my God. See when you man, see how irritating it is when you see an opportunity and you miss out. Now this might not be necessarily over. This might not necessarily be over, but at the same time, you getting in so high, it's just like, can you imagine buying a stock that's up 376% and now you jumping in? You know what I mean? It's like now you getting in so high, now you gotta just embrace the fact that you might lose money. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to get in this high. So I'm more mad at myself that I didn't know this was out here. Because I've heard of Jet.com. I've seen commercials. Shout out to Robert, man. Shout out to Robert. Robert, call back anytime. You definitely got the mic when you call, man. Matter of fact, let me give him a round of applause, man. That's shout out to him for that, man. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Standing ovation for Robert. Standing ovation. I think I think I need to find this. Hey, Robert, do you have that article? Do you have a link to that article? Bill, you said you knew about it? Let me find that article. Jet. Let me just type in Walmart buy jet.com. Oh, right there. It's right. It's all over the internet. I just typed in Walmart buy jet.com. It's all over. Forbes. God God, now I gotta put up a Google alert for Walmart. I'm gonna get a whole bunch of bullshit in my mail now. I think I got Google alerts for. You guys seen the videos I put up how to set up Google alerts? Everything for penny stocks, everything OTC markets, everything I get in my inbox. Because as a trader, all you want are trading ideas. That's what this show is about. It's just about, that's what you need as a trader. You just need constant flow of ideas coming to you. Because each idea is an opportunity. It gets to a point where, I'm cool with the learning. That's why everybody will teach. That go somewhere else to teach. Right now, most of you in the chat room, you're at the point where now you just need trading opportunities. That's what we're talking about. That's what this show is for. We'll teach here and there, a little bit, but give me some trades. And I wish I saw this trade earlier. Now, buyingjet.com is a real opportunity. But right now, all I'm seeing is a lot of gossip, and that's scary. Buying into gossip. Buying into gossip. That's scary. Let me see this. Let me see this article on Forbes here. Walmart is in negotiations. Okay, that changes everything. Forbes.com. Let me show you guys the article here. That changes a lot now. That changes a lot now. Do you think the news can pump it up to $2? Yes. Hold up. See, it's news like this. I'm literally starting to get hard reading this because this turns me on right here because I can almost smell the money. On the heels of Jet.com, Walmart is in negotiations to acquire the online discount retailer. Sources close to the deal said it could be worth as much as $3 billion. Ooh, shit. Okay. Wow. Walmart's e-commerce sales have actually decelerated. A deal with Jet could be a game changer. The deal could help Walmart become the #2 online retailer and a threat to Amazon, which no, it's not going to be a threat to Amazon at all. Because Amazon it's on a whole nother level. Jet CEO and founder of Diapers.com announced that Jet sold $90 million of merchandise in May. Okay, that's what's up. That's what's up, man. That's what's up. Word has leaked. Word has leaked. Deathlock was good. Yeah, that it's not going to be a threat to nobody. No, when you start talking, oh, this stock could be a threat to Amazon. That's penny stock talk. That's promoter talk. That's something. That's something I would say when I get paid to do it. Don't. Let's be reasonable. Let's not be crazy. You know, let's not get crazy here. Pokemon. This is your Pokemon play. I gotta watch it tomorrow, man. No, Robert. Yeah, this is. You gotta have a TD account to buy this. You gotta have a TD account to buy this one. A TD, a E-Trade. You gotta have one of those to buy this stock. So All right, guys, the play for tomorrow. I don't care what other stock you watching. The play for tomorrow is JTCMF. That's the play for tomorrow because I want to see what happens tomorrow with this stock. I want to see what's going to happen tomorrow with this stock. And it's so crazy because as of August 3rd, right? The stock, just the stock, not the company itself, but the stock had a market value. Well, technically the company, right? Because they used stock to value the company. The company had a market value of $4 million. $4 million. And we just read an article where Walmart is trying to buy it for what was that, $3 billion? So yeah, multiply what the difference is there. Pokemon released in South America. Okay, that's what's up. Nintendo came out and said it's not going to do anything to the stock, so I'm off that Pokemon bullshit now. We had Travi. Was it Travi? I think Travi called up and said that it didn't have anything to do with Nintendo. So, like I said, we off that we off that Pokemon stuff. Hey, James Bond, did you know about that jet deal? That jet.com? James, and what's going on, Blueberry? Blueberry's in the house. Um, did you know about that jet.com deal? Because nobody mentioned that on Tuesday. It came out today. It came out today, so maybe nobody. Well, Tehran, you better find a damn charger and call up. You better go five finger discount a damn charger cable and get your ass to the phone. Marshall Coffee. Apple Store is the winner from Pokemon. Oh, okay. Yeah, I mean, but how much is the app? Like, how much is the Pokemon app? I don't even play it. How much is it in the Apple Store? Yeah, David K. It's an OTC stock. It's not going to be on Robinhood. You're going to need a broker. You're going to need a major broker like TD or E-Trade. Oh, it's free? Oh, then fuck it then, man. I'm not going to play Apple stock because of that. If it's free. You said in-app purchases? Okay. But the in-app purchases don't really go to Apple though, right? I don't think in-app purchases. I mean, they get a small cut. You get a cut. I mean, you get a cut. James, you said you had 250 shares of SAEX. Sold at 48. See, I didn't go in that big, but I didn't go in that big. And again, I can't keep saying that enough. Shout out to Bill Betts for hitting me up at $28. He hit me up at $28, and I saw that chart. I was like, oh shit. I don't know about 250 shares though. I wasn't trying to go in that hard. Mm-mm-mm. Bo Vashno, what did he say? No, what did Bovage say? No, no, hold on, hold on, hold on, hold on. It's way up there. I can't see it. Hold on. Okay, so you're saying, hold on. Well, no, it is coming up as jet.com, man. When you type JTCMF, it comes up as jet.com. I mean, obviously, it's not going to say .com. It's going to be jet.com. But if you type JTCMF, Bo, in Google, it comes off as that stock. Yeah, man, James, it was. It was. That's very rare. Yeah, no, no, that's jet.com. That's definitely jet.com. The Forbes has the link to it, man. Yeah, they got articles that link to the stock. You said if you click on the website in Yahoo, you get no web page. Nah, but if you go to the if you no, because they're not, the way they did it is it's not formatted correctly. It's not formatted correctly. It's not formatted correctly. I don't think it's formatted. Well, hold on. He's saying it doesn't have anything to do with. Let me see here. Let me see here. JTCMF. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see something. Jetcom. Bovash might be on to something. Let me see here. Let me see here. Let me see here. Uh-oh. Hold on. Let's see here. Let's see here. He might be on to something here. Oh. Jetcom. All right. So now I'm a little Bovash, you've put some doubt in my head now. You put some doubt in my head now. And here's the thing. Here's the thing. I've seen websites on OTC markets before. And websites do have the dot in the name. They do have the dot in the name. And Robert, you're saying it's legit. Robert, post that link again to that article, Robert. Post that link. Yeah, that's why I still like it. Hold on, let me see. Let me see. Ah, crap. All right, so Robert, you must have a subscription because it's not letting me look at it because I gotta have a subscription. Ah, fuck it. Yeah, it's not letting me. I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it. I'll still watch it. But yeah, Mag, I saw that. I saw that, Mag. I saw that. You know what this situation reminds me of? This reminds me when, let me see, Carl Icahn had bought a tool company. Do you guys remember that? He bought this penny stock. And let me find, if I can find it. Penny stock. Let me see. It was like, was it Carl Icahn? 850, what's up?
Hey, Sal, this is Shamika.
Hey, what's going on with you?
Hey, when Brokerage made the comment about Jet.com,
Mm-hmm.
I was playing on my phone here, and I was looking at how much it was going to cost to buy, so many stock and blah, blah, blah.
Okay.
So when I typed in, I don't know, 1,000 shares, it came up to 1 cent. So then 10,000 came up to blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So every number that I put in there to try to buy something, there's some weird numbers going on.
Mm.
So I'm not sure what's going on with that. That's never happened to me before. I know I'm new, but it's never happened to me.
So when you basically would try to put it in order, are you saying like a different price would come up?
Yes, yes.
Okay.
So it's supposed to be at 0.5 something, right?
Right.
But if you go to try to buy it and you buy 100 shares, it only comes up as costing 1 cent.
Mm.
You know what I
Okay.
mean?
Okay. Okay.
So I was just playing around with this. I just wanted to let you know that.
All right. Appreciate it. Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.
Ladies and gentlemen, that's Miss Petaway. All right. So I'm in E-Trade Pro. I'm in E-Trade Pro right now. Everybody go. For those of you guys who got the brokers, I'm in E-Trade Pro and I'm trying to buy. I just put in 1,000 shares. It's going for $1.01. I'm in E-Trade Pro and JTCMF, the stock that we just looking at right now, for 50 something cents. If you try to buy this stock, it's going for $1 right now. Shout out Miss Petaway for calling. It's going for $1. It's going for $1. You can go on your broker right now. For those of you guys who got TD or what, I'm curious if you guys got TD, what it's going for. But I'm in E-Trade Pro. I try to put in an order, right? Just a little fake order to I go to the other screen, confirmation screen, and it's saying last price $1.01 for a gain of 741%. That's what it's showing. That's what it's showing. Crazy, crazy, crazy. Shout out to Miss Petaway for calling. Shout out for calling, letting us know that. What's going on with Miss Mensa? Yeah, yeah, Dallas. I'm I Yeah, he got us excited, right? I mean, we he got us really excited, man. You said it's on your Google Plus? Okay, let me see something here. Ah, crap. Okay, no, I'm streaming right now. It's gonna mess up my. It said it's on your Google Plus. Okay. Ah, crap. Let me see here if I can open up a link in a new tab. Hold on. I'm headed to your. All right. Walmart buys and talks. Okay. Oh, cracked. Okay, so the Google Plus does take me out of the behind that little paywall. All right, so I do see the article. Walmart's in talks to buy retailerjet.com. Blah blah blah. Could compete with Amazon. Yes, yes, yes. I see it, Robert, but I don't see a link to that stock. I don't see a link to the stock though. I believe the buy. Honestly, I believe the buy. I believe the buy, but I don't see a link to the stock. Ah, crap. I'd still watch it though. I'd still watch it. I'd still watch it. Bill, you said you have to call. Interesting. Yeah, yeah. Stocks and heels. I'm going limp now, man. I'm going limp now. But shout out to the caller though. Shout out to the caller. But we know the truth now. But do other investors know the truth? I doubt it. Do other investors know the truth? I doubt it. Because you got to understand, these people came home from work today and all they see is a stock that was up 200, 300%. They don't give a, they're not doing no research, man. They're not doing no research. You got to understand, not everybody who trades stocks is as smart as some of the people in this room right now. The kind of research we just been doing, a lot of people will not do that. A lot of people will not do that. Yeah, Miss Petaway, it's a private company. It is a private company. Michael, if you wanted to short the stock, it'd be a little dangerous right now because I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And I don't think that the word is out yet. So that would be very dangerous. And to short a stock like this, you would have to go in Interactive Brokers. They may have shares to short, but nobody else that I would know of. Maybe the one that Tim Sykes and them use now a lot. What's it called? Like Centennial, something like that. The one that you need 30 grand to trade. 772 Treasure Hunter, what's good, man?
Man, you pretty good. You pretty good. I was gonna say I hit you up for myself. Not much, man. I was gonna say I finally got into E-Trade. No, not E-Trade. My bad. I finally got into Robinhood, bro.
Oh, okay,
worked
cool.
out. Yeah, man, worked out pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What I put in there, I got like half. Let me see. For like I didn't know what it was gonna be like, so I put in $500. So I got like like 200 something back, like half what I put in.
Okay.
And yeah, so then they called me like some kind of like a day trade or something like that. So you know my style. I'm in and out. That kind of thing.
Yeah.
So my thing is, how did day traders get away with it, and and somebody like like me, I can't get away with it because I know about the was it PTA rule or something,
Yeah,
whatever they
yeah,
call
yeah.
it.
PDT rule. Yeah, you got. Oh,
If
I
you
mean,
got that.
so today was your first day then.
Yeah, man,
Okay.
and thanks to E Trade, disciplined me, like charging me in and out fees.
Yeah.
Yeah, so then I went into Robinhood, I bust him like a new asshole, and I think, and they're like, damn, wait a minute, he's no beginner. He actually, making profits here.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
when I open up,
Oh, hello.
hello?
Okay. Yeah, you went out for a little bit.
Yeah, my sales sucks. But yeah, so it's all in the green. So it's like, what's the secret to how did day traders get away with it?
Well, I mean, I mean, they're using other apps. I mean, right now, if you really want to day trade, it's all about you stock trade right now, man.
Hmm.
Robinhood, we've talked a little bit about this. Robinhood is for people who, maybe 2, 3 days you want to hold. It's good for swing trading.
Hmm.
It's good for people who, just really kind of want to put in some money from their paycheck into a really slow building, buy ETFs, stuff like that.
Oh, okay.
That's what Robinhood is for. If you want to day trade from your
Hmm.
mobile device or even from your computer, it's got to be you stock trade. I don't know any other broker right now that will let you with 500 bucks, 200 bucks, 100 bucks go in and out of
Yeah.
stocks like
Hmm.
you stock trade right now.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Like I said, I was gonna, drop a couple of grand in it, but I don't
Nah.
want to do what was that the 4X. I heard a lot of bad things about that. So
Mm,
I was just testing the waters, but it worked out great thanks to you guys.
right.
So
Right.
you said what was it? You stock trade?
Yeah, you stock trade right now is the only broker that has a lot of you know you can get around the PDT rule with that, and for a
Awesome.
buck, man, I mean it's worth it. I mean, if you already your first day you're getting hit with the PDT rule, that in itself is letting you know that Robinhood isn't for you.
Yeah,
So
yeah, yeah. Shoot, I gotta check into that, man.
yeah,
Definitely thanks for the heads up, bro.
not a
Hey,
problem.
yeah. Matter of fact, you looked into that video yet, or what?
Which video?
You know what I'm saying? The new one, the stock you trying to promote,
Oh yes.
the golf course and all that.
Yeah, yeah. We getting that together for this weekend. The pump is gonna start on Monday, so
Badass.
yeah, yeah. So that's coming along, but I'm gonna do that this weekend. But the
Yeah.
pump is gonna start on Monday for the stock that I'll be promoting, along with some other brokers. I mean some other promoters who will be left unnamed. I mean, it'll be easy to find once it comes out. You'll be able to Google. They're buying articles. They're buying a whole bunch of stuff. I'm not going that hard. I'll just make a couple videos, send out a couple emails, and that's
You,
it for me.
br- bro, you don't even got to try that hard, Sal. I
Yeah,
mean, you got what do you call it? The face card.
yeah,
When you pull in a restaurant, bro, you don't even got to whip money out your face. They're
yeah,
like, oh, this on the house, bro.
yeah, yeah.
You know what I'm
I mean,
saying?
that's what I think a lot of these promoters forget that, at the end of the day, this is America. People want to be sold, man. People, I don't care what anybody says, people love being sold something. In America, people
Yeah.
people love being sold. They love, the hard sell. They love it, man. I don't care what anybody
Yeah,
says,
the
man.
gamble, the
Oh
fast life.
yeah,
You're right about it. You're
this is
damn
this
right.
this is
You
America,
hit the
man.
nail on the head with
Yeah.
that one.
This is
You know?
America. People love it. So
Yeah.
I
Oh yeah,
prefer
easy
I
cash.
prefer the hard sell. I prefer, I like it. I enjoy selling, and it's very natural for me. It's pretty much all I've done all my life is sales jobs. So yeah,
Yeah.
it's cool.
It comes natural. I mean, if
Yeah.
you promote anything, bro, all you gotta do basically, you know what I'm saying, cousin, take a shit on the toilet. Yo, I'm Sal. I'm taking the shit right now,
No.
and I'm promoting this stock right now. You know what I'm saying? Y'all feeling me? Go buy it. Okay, yo. You know what I'm saying? Hook me up like I don't know, 3,000 shares of it. You know what
Appreciate the call, Treasure Hunter, man. Thanks a lot,
I'm saying?
bro.
Anytime, cousin. I'm
All
gonna
right.
hop back to the show, man. And hey, thanks for the tips on the brokers too, bro.
All right. Thanks a lot, man. Take care.
Yep.
All right. That's your boy, Treasure Hunter, man. But yeah, man, if you guys wanna trade, get in and out of trades, just use stock trade, man. Use stock trade. For those of you guys who like to trade intraday, you can't beat it. A dollar in, a dollar out. You get access to all the Nasdaq, Amex, NYSE stocks. They're working on the OTC side. That's going to come eventually. I mean, it's just a matter of time because that's where the demand is coming from. It's penny plays. You know, if you're buying $40, $50 stocks, 9 times out of 10 you're not using use stock trade to buy it. You know, you're not you're not. I mean, you might as well just stick to your E Trade, your TD. If you're buying Amazon, you know what I'm saying. You buying those high expensive stocks, you ain't using use stock trade, man. You know, you got money to use E Trade. You got money to use TD every day, all day. 9 times out of 10, you're not behind the 25,000 PDT rule. Bill Betts said he saved $154 in fees today. That's what's up. I mean, think about it. $100, you know, that's 50 trades. $100. That's 50 trades, bro. 50 trades. I don't do 50 trades in a month. But that's 10 trades on E-Trade. Yeah, a lot of people think that 9.99, like, it's just 9.99, but that it really does. Because remember, if you're getting out of a trade and then it's 9.99 plus your losses. A lot of people don't look at it that way. 9.99 plus your losses. So it's $20 plus your loss. And your loss is probably what, 200, 300, depending on how much you put in. So that adds up. So yeah, I'm still gonna watch JTCMF. Now that we know about it, obviously, you know, whether or not you jump in, you know, it probably won't now. But it'll be interesting to watch tomorrow. It'll be interesting to watch just to see what's going to happen. Just to see what's going to happen. Let me see. Do we have any morning earnings plays for tomorrow? Let me see what's coming out our earnings tomorrow here. We have any morning earnings plays. Probably should have did this morning, but I will be watching ZAEX tomorrow though, just to see what happens with that. Just to see what happens with that. Is that going to keep running, or is it going to drop huge? Calgon Carbon Corporation, CCC. What is that? 13.94 a share. CCC. Never heard of it. It's not a penny stock either. What else? What else? Century Casinos, CNTY. What is that? CNTY. 623 a share. Century Casinos. When is the conference call? Conference call 8 a.m. Okay. Century Casinos. What is this about? Interesting stocks. CNTY. Okay, it's a Canadian casino company with assets in Poland, Colorado, USA. Okay. Couple in Colorado, couple in Calgary, Canada. And they got a cruise ship. 11 cruise ships. 11? What? And one in Argentina. Okay. Very interesting. Very interesting. CNTY. Volume is not very strong. Volume is very, very low. Volume is very, very low. But estimated earnings tomorrow is 14 cents positive. CNTY, interesting. I would watch it, guys. Write it down. We'll see. CNTY. RIC. Jay saying RIC. All right, 1099. Rickmont Mines. Rickmont Mines. We'll see. Looks like I should have been in this a month ago or a couple days ago at 9 on the 25th. That's a nice little 1 week play here. Almost up a buck. Well, you're already up a buck. All right, let's see. Conference call. All right, we'll release second quarter financials Monday, August 8th. Is that morning? Yes, morning at 8:30. All right, interesting. So if you want in on Rickmont Mines, Friday, tomorrow's your day to get in, and that ticker symbol is RIC. Little on the high side, though. Little on the high side. Little on the high side, 10.99. It's not cheap. It's not cheap, but I mean, we've seen what happened to a $10 stock today, SAEX. So I I guess don't sleep on the $10 stocks now. Stocks and Heels is saying DMA. DMA. Oh no, DMA. Is it DMA? DMA. I'm not finding anything under DMA. Stocks and Heels. I'm not finding anything under DMA. I'm not finding anything under DMA. LOCO. LOCO. El Polo Loco Holdings. What do they do? El Polo Loco beats second quarter. What do they do? What do they do? All these sites are telling me they beat earnings, okay, but tell me what their business is. Hold on. All right, nice revenue. Develop franchises, license, quick service restaurants under El Polo Loco. Okay, so it's a restaurant chain. All right. Family size chicken meals, Mexican inspired entree sides. Okay. El Polo Loco. Okay. After hours is up pretty nicely. Okay, fast food. All right, that's what's up. That's what's up. Robert said it's KFC like company. Robert, they're like KFC, bro. Gail. Man, what's going on with Gail, man? Gail's got to do something. Come on, man. Gail, I'm almost getting tired of talking about Gail because it's like, man, you know, at least PTX did something. I mean, come on. What's going on with Gail, man? I'm almost tired of talking about this stock. It's got to blow up here. You got to do something, baby. Yeah, it's one of those stocks where, man, it's about time, man. It's about time. And look, it can run. It ran the end of last month. If you go back to July 27th, that's not too long ago. It ran. It ran July 27th. That little bounce play from what 42 to about 47. That was a pretty good game. I mean, if you look at a 1 month chart of Gale, it runs when it has momentum. But the last week or so, pretty much been going downhill. It's frustrating. Mark is saying HTCH. HTCH. Hutchinson Technology. Oh, that's an ugly chart. What do you think about this one, man? That chart is ugly. Let me see. All right, reported net sales of 52.2. All right, operating decline from 7.2 and proceeding to 3.6. Okay. All right. All right. So Hutchinson Technology Incorporated. Nice gain for the day. Can't deny that. I mean, nice gain for the day. Nice gain for the day. Can't deny that. I mean, earnings was pretty solid. Earnings was pretty solid. So, turnaround situation for HTCH. Um, that was nice. I mean, it found its footing. So, maybe that's exactly what the stock needed. 171 right now. With that kind of news, $2 can $2 or more uh, could be in its future. I mean, they lost money, but they lost less money. So technically, that's almost like, a good thing. That's actually a good thing. PRZM is going to run soon again. James, what makes you say that? PRZM. PRZM. 25 cents. All right. I would need to know why. I mean, NASDAQ, PRZM. Yeah, it could, man. It could. I mean, that bounce play at the end of the month, last month there was nice. So cheap, though. Has earnings came out in the stock? No, I don't think so. When are earnings coming out for it? PRZM. Estimated is going to be August 12th. PRZM could do what Kuzi did a couple days ago. COSI. COSI was kind of one of those stocks too that it was just, people were just so hungry for a trade. It just kind of gapped up like that. If you look at early this week on COSI, you had a declining and then you found some kind of ground and it just kind of gapped up and from 17 to where it went up to about 28 and then lost everything. But um, it looks, they look very somewhat similar. 702, what's up?
It's your boy Bond. How you doing, man?
Bond, what's good with you, bro?
Nothing much. Just hanging in there, man. Today was a very, very phenomenal day for me, man. I'm telling you, man. But let's talk about that PRZM. I've been watching this thing for like about 2 months, man. I ain't lying to you, man. Every other week it's popping.
Okay.
Right? It's one of those stocks you can always go to make some extra cash.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it's like, I mean, like if you look at the chart, it's like clockwork. Every other week it pops. And it doesn't have a heavy volume, but because it has a low float, but it always seems to recover. I mean, you can make a good 8-cent gain on it, in a play. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And what's the funny thing about PRZM? They're basically an intellectual company. They do like intellectual property stuff. And what happened? I know you love Sprint, but what happened? I think a few months ago they had sued Sprint, or even probably a little more than that. Sprint, they won a case in the court for copyright infringement or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
They sued T-Mobile and they sued Sprint, and they won the case. I think Sprint went ahead and went on did an appeal. So what happened? I think that as far as the court decision is supposed to come up end of the month, in August, and if they win that, if they did that appeal, they're going to get something like about $24 million.
Mm-hmm.
So that's why PRZM is basically one of those sleeper ones, the one you don't hear much about. I mean, if you go on Stock Tweet, it's like no one's really talking about it. But I mean, I've made a lot of money on PRZM when it shot up to 69 cents a few weeks back. I mean, I got in like 23 cents, shot to 69 cents, I think it is. Yeah, 69 cents. And then after that, a week or so later after that, it went up to like 40-something cents.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, so it's a stock that makes you making money. Like I said, it's something that you should go to. Something that when you're a little down on your trades, you can always put some money on PRZM, and you can make a few bucks.
Yeah, I like PR. I like it at this price too, at 25 cents. I do see here
exactly
there was a really nice looking run up in June. If you look at what happened in June there, that 25 to 60, that was really, really nice. So
I benefit from that run right there because I had bought the low end, and when it went up to 69 cents, I'm like, man, I was shocked. And then what happened? I thought it was a one-hit wonder, but every other week it seems like it's always rewarding. You know what I'm saying? It goes down sometimes to 21 cents, 22 cents, and if you buy it in that low area, it's always gonna come back up, 25, 26, 27. So it's one of those stocks like I call it my go-to stock. I need to make a couple of extra dollars, to what I usually do. The money I make on the PRZM, I take and I funnel it to something else.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to buy another stock, and I don't want to dedicate too much money from my other stocks, I take money off that one and put it on that, or put it on on that. But yeah, but like I said, that SAEX, man, my God, man, I got on that thing in the low end, man. I've been holding for a while.
Yeah.
And then today, man, like God, I was shaking my boots, man. No joke. Because when I took it like $38, man, I was like, my God, should I hit the trigger and sell it, man? But then I was watching as far as the momentum of it. Everybody was in it, man. I said I'm gonna stay a little longer. And as soon as it hit like about 40, 48, I said time to jump ship. I was gonna push fate. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I mean, it really got up there, man. And
oh my God!
Okay, now, James, what moved the stock? Because I'm hearing different things from. It was a chat room. I mean, what really got the stock going today?
I don't know if you saw the earnings. I think I saw somewhere in the earnings like 54 million or something. Earnings, something like that. Something to do with earnings, I think. But I think it's something else more. I think something else is more to meet the eye than this earnings.
Yes, because earnings were 2 days ago. So I'm trying to figure out what drove it today so aggressively.
I don't know. Maybe some buyouts. Who knows? I really don't know. But like I said, I mean, I was whenever I deal in a situation like that, when I'm going in on little information. And I'm always cautious. I'm overly cautious. I'm not greedy. Today I went a little beyond what I normally do because normally, like I said, if I put at $8 and it went up to like $12 or $15, I'll be out.
Mm-hmm.
But I just look at the momentum and the amount of volume coming in, man. I said, I'm gonna check. I'm gonna hang around a little longer. But my finger was on the trigger all day.
Mm-hmm.
I was watching that stock, my finger was on the trigger. As soon as it hit that $48 marker, it's time to sell. I'm gone.
Right.
And these cats, some of these cats are thinking, it's going to go to 75. It's going to go to 60. I said, man, you crazy, man. I'm saying,
right.
You don't want to. They don't want to. You don't want to. Like I said, you don't want to push. Tempt fate. If your stock is up that high, man, and you're up 3 and 7%, I mean, that's not for me because basically, I was down. I got in around 8,000 change.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, so if it's up to $48, man, I made so much money. So many times my money.
Right.
Time to go.
Now, James, you said you had been in it for a while, or did you just kind of?
I've been in it for a while.
Okay.
I've been in it for a while. I think it did do a reverse split too. I think it did do a reverse split. If you look at the chart, I think there was a reverse split. And
now
yeah,
you
so
said
there was
the reverse. Yeah, the reverse split was was today or a couple of days ago?
I think it was a while. I think it was a week or 2 weeks. Something. Okay. They did a reverse split. If you look at the chart, it was SEAX was cheap one time, 60 cents.
Okay.
A month ago, whatever it was, and it did a reverse split, I think.
Oh,
and it went up to like about, But then, like I said, it's unusual when you get a stock that they would do reverse split to climb that high. Because usually when you do reverse split, you end up losing money than making money, Okay. But I think there got to be something to do with some kind of merger, something going on, man. That doesn't make any sense. It doesn't add up.
Yeah.
So you can do the math.
I'm doing the math here, and I see that August 2015, SAEX was a $400 stock, man. This is incredible.
Jeez. But look where it came before it ran.
Yeah.
It was low, like 60, 70 cents, 80 cents, whatever it was. It was pretty cheap. Okay. But I remember, I don't know. I think they did a reverse split. I don't remember exactly what day, but I know for a fact they did a reverse split.
Okay.
And then what happened, typically, how these reverse splits work out. They go up to like $4, $3.
Okay, yeah, I do see here when you look at back in the news, 9 days ago, it did a 1 for 135. Okay, I do see that. Okay.
Yeah. So I happened to have some, and it carried over. I didn't think none of it because I figured it was a wash.
Okay.
But then today I like, God damn, I'm like, what's going on here?
Sure.
And like I said before, I believe it might go up tomorrow again. I think if you speculative, you want to take a risk, I think you can go up and probably pull another maybe about $10 or $15 because it might even go higher because there's something driving the stock, man. There's something. Mm-hmm. There's something, I don't know, the news is not out yet, but it's something, you're going to hear some kind of news coming out because no stock run like that for no reason.
Sure.
I don't care how good the earnings is. You know what I'm saying?
Right. No, you're right.
It doesn't make any sense. So, I'm going to try to do some further investigation because it's got to be something more to meet the eye right here because that's crazy, man. 3 and 7%. God.
That's huge.
But yeah, but getting on that zinc, man. Zinc is down right now. It's at a decent range. I think it's in the 30s. I think it's a good time to get a little more because, like I said, I think it's going to go up again because it does that like clockwork. It's kind of like that PRZM. It's going to do it again. Yeah. And even that SODCQ, that SDOCQ, same thing with that. It shot down again and it went up again. So if you want to make money, and like I said, if you're not too hip on the holding till it comes out of bankruptcy, you can flip it. But I personally, I'm holding. But I'm saying if you're a person who wants to, take advantage of that, just watch it closely because that zinc it drops down and it goes back up again. It's in the 40s again, probably next couple of days. So I don't know. But it was a very exciting day.
Yeah, I do see some chapter 11 quick. Seeking equity. Okay, yeah, I do see some recent news about Sandridge. They said they want to exit Chapter 11, but shareholders are seeking.
They can't.
Okay.
They can't exit because what happens is that when the equity committee get on board, it's a wrap. It delays the whole process. Mm-hmm. But what happens is that the judge, I believe the judge is going to give them the nod. And once that happens, basically what happens is that usually the senior creditors basically have to work in a deal where equity gets something out of the deal,
Okay.
Because it's in the best interest to throw them a bone because of the fact that the delays cost them money, you know what I'm saying? That's sitting in bankruptcy. The same thing happened to WMIH, to Watch Mutual. They've been in bankruptcy for years now, man. I'm holding the escrow shares and stuff like that, P and K shares, and I've been holding those shares for years, man. And the reason why, I thought they wanted to come out of bankruptcy within a year, but it's been how much, 4 or 5 years already now. I'm waiting. But it's okay because every quarter I'm getting 16% interest on my escrow.
Right.
So I'm not worried about it. But by the time I get anything out of my Washington Mutual, my interest alone would probably outweigh what my escrow payments. But hey, do you know anything about that HMNY, man? Today it was just shot up, man. It went boom.
Yeah, it shot up, and then it basically got halted. It got halted up there. That's what caused the crash. But usually, lately, lately a couple halts have but you remember HMNY? That was the whole merger thing that ran for like several days. It ran for several days.
It went to 1,000% one time.
Yeah. HMNY. You can go back to what it did back in June. Like I said, it went from $1 to $15. So in a span of 3 days, man, you can go back and look at the June of HMNY. But yeah, it got frozen today, and I guess they just wouldn't let it do anything crazy again. And
it dropped it.
Yeah, it dropped.
But I think it's going to go up tomorrow. I have a strong feeling it's going to go back up tomorrow. It's going to surprise a lot of folks. And just have this hunch. I can't say for sure, but I think that just by people find out about it, because what happened, a lot of people from SAEX automatically diverted onto that one. Because whenever you find a stock that's popping off real hard, someone come and say, yo, check this one out. And everybody seems to have took the profits on the SAEX and went over there, jumped on HMNY.
Right. That's crazy.
But man, today, man, crazy, man.
Today was the day. Today was the day for the penny players, man. And that's the thing. Like every single day, you have an opportunity to make 20, 30, 40, 100, 200% on your money every single day. Every single day, you have the opportunity to make money. When you're talking about penny stocks, it's just being at the right place at the right time, man, and constantly being on the watch.
Exactly. And to me, like I said, not about bragging, but damn, you know what I'm saying? Today looked good for me, man. I'm not gonna lie. I did good. But like I said, people need to, be cautious, but not be overly cautious. You know what I'm saying? You gotta take a risk. Those who make the money can take the risk, but you take what you call the educated risk. You know what I'm saying? It's not just about jumping on anything. You have to do some homework. But like I said, don't be afraid to sometimes to go out there and and just seize the moment.
Right.
I know this all sounds cliche and stuff, but it's the truth, man. You can't be afraid of it. But if you're gonna make any real money, man, you gotta get in. How you call it? Skin deep. Down in the gutter.
Right.
But anyway, man, it's good talking to you, man. But like I said, tomorrow's gonna be even more interesting. But Friday is all scary. You know how Friday is.
Right.
Friday, you never know what happened on Friday. People start dumping.
Friday's the traders, they want to get their money out. So Friday is definitely shorter's day. So we'll see. We'll see what happens. I think that you might find a couple surprises tomorrow, but it's going to be a great day to short tomorrow. But
what's that one you mentioned a minute ago? See something? I didn't catch that last part of that stock you mentioned. Something to check out. CY or see something.
CNTY.
Yes, I think that. Yeah. What's going on with that one? I caught the end of the conversation.
Yeah. No, that was or you might be talking about the Walmart one. Are you talking about the Walmart?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. The Walmart was Jet.com JTCMF. JTCMF was a situation where I think there's some miscommunication. People think that that's Jet.com, which is the privately owned online merchant that Walmart is trying to buy. So what people have done is that they've just scrambled to this stock that looks very, very similar, but it's called Jetcom.
Yeah.
And people have confused with Jet.com. So
it's like a Nintendo situation there.
Yeah, it's basically something like that. So it's going to be interesting to see, what the stock does tomorrow. I don't know if it fools more people or if it gets halted or what. But God,
Oh
you
man.
know, yeah, who knows?
Anyway, man, like I said, just keep it real here, man. You've been doing a hell of a job, man. I gotta give you that, man. I mean, I love the show. I like that you keep it fresh.
Mm.
You know, make it fun. You know what I'm saying? That's how you attract those, those subscribers.
Appreciate it,
Make
man.
it different. Make it different from everybody else's, and make it more like a family.
Yes.
People, had a long day at work or whatever. They could talk about their trading, and
Yeah.
basically, build upon what they, what they already know. So,
Yes, indeed.
but anyway, man, I will get back to you in a second. I'm getting ready to run to Walmart real quick. I got to buy
Appreciate
some
it.
diapers, man.
Not a problem. Hey, do your thing, James. Thanks for the call, bro.
All right, take care, but
All
bye
right.
bye.
That's James Bond, ladies and gentlemen. Always got those penny plays. Always got those penny plays. Shout out to James Bond. Wolves on Wall Street, what's up with you? What's up with you? That reminds me, I gotta call. Gosh, Penny Hat Stocks. He got to me to call him, but God, they just be so busy during the day. Got so many promos lined up that I'm trying to do for back to school, and this is a great time to run promos. The kids are going back to school here in a little bit. People are gonna start being in the house more, so I'm trying to get a lot of business running. ASTI, yeah, ASTI is getting promoted right now, and they're doing a good job. They're doing a hell of a good job. Treasure Hunter, what's good?
Hey man, not much, brother. Sorry about that. I didn't know you had another caller line.
Oh, no
I got
problem.
yeah, I usually use two phones, but I got one down. But I was gonna say, one of the phone or one of the phones, one of the stocks that I kind of made a pretty good profit is I have a hard time pronouncing it, but ETSY. I bought him at $11, and now he's up to $14.
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember, or it was a while ago, I called, and I was like scared that he might crash.
Yeah,
But he
yeah.
went. You remember? You remember? But he went down a little bit, but he came back up in the 14th. So I'm thinking he might be climbing up to 15, 16. When they hit that certain mark, it just keep going up. But yeah, that's another supernova. Like I said, at the one time he was 11, but now he's 14 and maybe still holding and still climbing.
Yeah, that was crazy because you called on Tuesday with Etsy, and
Yeah, you remember?
yeah, no, I remember that because earnings had came out, and remember, it showed a $7.3 million loss for the quarter, right?
Yeah, yeah.
It
It did
showed,
not make earnings.
right. It failed earnings, 100% failed. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But
Uh-huh.
that's, I mean, again, that's just the stock market sometimes, man. I mean,
Yeah, yeah. I read the charts, man. I be reading these charts,
yeah,
and not too much on the company, but what the chart says.
yeah,
And like I said, I hung in there. And like I said, I not one time, but I sold him at least about 2 or 3 times already. Sold and bought him,
yeah,
and making profit. This I think my third go around with him.
right.
So I don't know if I want to hop in or what, but like I said, I bought him at $11, and now he's up to 14, and still like making cheating cash with him.
Yeah. Etsy had a situation where an analyst came out and called it a buy. So,
Are you for real?
yeah. An analyst came out and called it a buy. So,
I am so glad I stuck in there. Off and
yeah,
on.
yeah. So that watered down the effect of earnings, and yeah. So, man, congrats to you, bro. I mean,
Good call, man. Good
yeah,
call,
no,
man.
not bad.
Awesome. So, what do you think? I should just hang in there. It's still gonna climb all the way up. I'm thinking it's still gonna climb up. So, like I said, I'm hanging in there.
Yeah, yeah. It looks like it's stair stepping. So I like that. Yeah. Man.
Hard way. I know it's a hard one to call. I'm thinking
I would watch it. I would watch it, but I mean, if
I'm a sniper.
it goes below 1375, man, I would probably cry and take profits. But
Yeah.
but I mean, you're up huge now. I would watch it and see what happens. But 1375, if it even cracks that, I'm out. You better get out of there.
Yeah,
So,
no, that's right.
yeah.
It's like, hey, I'm out.
Right.
Sweet Sweet deal. But yeah, man, like I said, keep your eyes out open for it, and I'll let you know what these supernova plays. I always
Hmm.
call you up with the shows and let fill you in on them.
Appreciate it, man. Thanks for the call, bro.
You got it, bro. Anytime, man.
Yeah, guys. I mean, sometimes people say it beat earnings. No, that it didn't beat earnings. It didn't at all. It depends on who you ask. You know, honestly, it looks like it was terrible. No, I don't ever hold losing positions. Quest for knowledge. I always cut losses the next day because chances are 9 times out of 10 it won't go up the next day. 9 times out of 10 it won't go up the next day. 9 times out of 10, the next day you're gonna be hoping that you wish you sold it the day before. All right. Yeah, yeah, it was good revenue though. Yeah, it was good revenue. It was good revenue. UAMY, UAMY, United States. Okay, yeah, I remember somebody here talking about this. I remember somebody here talking about United States antimony. This is that a mining play or something like that? Hell no, Joel. You know I've been a big fan of apps. I'm not going anywhere for apps, bro. Apps is hanging on to earnings. I've said that a million times. I'm not going anywhere in apps. The situation that we see in apps is like what we just talked about. I mean, go look at the chart for HMNY in June. That's what I'm thinking apps could be. I think APPS could be something that looks like, you know, what we saw today at SAEX, a stock that just rockets up, man. And any other loss that happened the day before or the day, 2 days ago, 3 days ago, that's made up instantly. I think it's one of those kind of stocks. So we'll see. And if you don't already have it, I mean, just wait till the day before earnings, put $500 on it, and see what happens, man. You know, doesn't hurt to try. 13 target now 1407. Okay, that's what's up. Let me see here. Yeah, but I'm definitely gonna be watching CNTY tomorrow. Century Casinos. That might be one of those little CNTY. It's a little high, but we'll see what can happen to that. 8 o'clock in the morning releasing earnings. What else is going to be out there tomorrow? Earnings calendar. What else is going to be out there? Hallador Energy Company. HNRG. What is that? HNRG. Nah, not interested. Nice swing though. From last month, from $4 to yeah, from actually 380, yeah, 397 to 513. Not bad. Last 2.5 weeks. What else do we have here? MGA, nah. Too expensive. OFS Capital. OFS. OFS. 1354. No. I think apps is 8.9. Is apps 8.9? I believe it's 8.9, isn't it? Yeah, it's 8.9. Yeah, yeah, Rick Rob, I've been watching that. I've been watching NAK. NAK is yeah, NAK has been coming through my screeners. NAK has went from basically 44 to 67 in 1 week. NAK has went from 44 to 67, and then it's still up after hours. So there's definitely some buying pressure there on NAK. In fact, let me it's cooling a little bit on the MACD, but it's cooling a little bit. Oh, let me see this. God, what is it doing? Why is it adding that? Yeah. Yeah, we're talking sub $1 right now. JRG, you said no one you know trades stocks. Man, you might want to join one of these groups that we talk about in here. American Association of Investors or something like that. We talked about it the other day. I should do a video of screens and scans. Okay. That's a good idea, Mark. The only thing about, well, I mean, I did the OTC markets and then I did Zacks. The only thing about it is that nobody really has E-Trade Pro. I might try to do it on TC2000 or so. You know, TC2000 is a nice little thing too. I think it's like $30 a month or something like that. Only place you know to talk to a community of traders. Yeah, man. I mean, come here and check it out. Yeah, Zax is a good screener. I like Zax. You know, of course, your broker probably has a pretty good, decent, screener. TD has a really good screener. And again, we've already mentioned in here, TD is free. I mean, just free to sign up. Yeah, yeah, Mr. Hernandez. Zax is all right. See, I'm not a big fan of the Google screener though, man. The Google, like every time I put in a set of criteria, Google is like it doesn't like listen to what I put in. If you go to Google and you said you want stocks 0 to 5, I swear it'll put in like $34, $35 stocks. I don't know what's with the Google Finance screener. I don't like it. Robinhood, started swinging on Robinhood. That's what's up. No, Goof. They should be the same price everywhere. Same price everywhere. Everybody should be having the same best. Is even a word for it. I forgot what it's called. Market best price, something like that. Every broker has the same price for the stock. And if they don't, they should tell you. Yeah, Yahoo Finance used to be the shit, but not anymore. I think Tim Sykes made a video about that too, how he thinks it sucks. TGD, yeah, Timmons Gold is a good stock. Let me see here, Timmons Gold. Okay. TGD. Yeah, TGD is up nice too. These are all so sensitive to gold. I remember I was feeling BAA for a while, but that just, ugh. I was feeling BAA for a while, but it's just, I just got frustrated with that bullshit. MGH. Alright, Minko. Yeah, Minko's the one out of China, right? Yeah, Minko's the one out of China. Hey Jay, what's that one that you talked about, that gold play out of China? The one that was for like two something? That had like a couple $100 million. Jerry's talking about Plug. Uh, Plug $1.71. Nah, I mean, I don't know what the what's gonna move this here. Plug power, right? Yeah. Uh, I mean, it's at support, so well, very close to it. Looks like support's at 167. Yeah, 166, 167. It looks like it's kind of hugs that line over there. I mean, it's that some people would say that's actually a good time to buy. I mean, you know, technically it is when a stock is reaching support. It's actually a good time to buy. When it's reaching resistance, it's supposedly a good time to sell. Yeah, KGJI. Okay, KGJI. How is that doing? All right, up a little bit today. Went sideways for a couple of days, but broke two finally. It broke two finally. All right, so it broke two finally. KGJI. Yeah, it broke. All right, so it has broken two before. What did they do that? The first? Okay. All right, not bad. Is that the first time it's seen $2? I think it is. Let me go at 1 year chart. Yeah, okay. Oh, actually, no. Looks like it's been there before. A long time ago, though. It's been there before. 2014 was the last time it seen two. So it's had some 2 year highs. That's not bad. Ken Farr, he said he used to work for an investment group and they were all pretty high on KGJI. Okay. But yeah, Ken, it looks like a good swing, though. I mean, looks like a good swing. Yeah, Jay, say the name of the company 10 times. Jeez. 215. Okay. Nice place to be at right now. Yeah, I mean it's yeah, it looks like a nice little swing to take. Looks like a nice little swing to take. Little hesitation there, but little hesitation there. Earnings were May 16th. When is next earnings? They actually did really good for earnings too, by the way. 23 cents a share. It's not too bad. Looks like they don't really have analyst coverage, but that's actually probably a good thing. Net sales. I'm reading the March first quarter. Income 15.2 million. Increase of 131%. So I mean when they beat earnings, they, from prior, they actually do really good. Yeah, he did talk about CIG. How did that do? 6% today. Not bad. Very good. CIG at 265. Nice, nice, nice. I mean that's a big question. Quest for knowledge. If you're patient, it's gonna do fine. I'm not worried about Sprint at all. OMEX. Okay, down 3% today. Okay, 7% today. GGB. That's a nice little cheap penny stock. GGB. Yeah, both GGB and CIG. Nice returns. I mean, you can sleep at night with those plays from the looks of it. It's slow, but I mean, they do their thing. I mean, if you look at the 20-day charts, buck 80 to 256, less than a month. Gonna run at $5 on Omex. ADVN. AVM 470, 37 cents a share. That's a nice little return there, man. Why is ADVM moving like that? Hey, King Musa, what's going on with PTX? Is that going to run again, or are we done? Is that going to run again, or are we done? Kapoof on PTX. Are we done? Hey, Derek, is MGT having that press conference tomorrow? Is MGT having that press conference tomorrow? That was really interesting. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it. Yeah, Jay, I mean, I saw meat open up today, and you know, it gapped up, so that was really interesting. And I thought something, maybe was something up or whatever, because it gapped up like that, and you know, it found support, and I thought I saw a swing up. So Just took a small position, 500 shares, and got up. Took the swing up, and then I saw it hit a wall, and I sold. So, not much, but I'm going to be watching the stock, though. Definitely going to be watching the stock. If anything, I should have been short today from what it did. If anything, I should have been short. If you take from the high of the day to the low of the day, I should have been short. But I thought meat was going to do something because it gapped up like that at the open on no news. Okay, so that is going to be tomorrow. Okay. That is going to be tomorrow. All right. Yeah, tomorrow MGT is on watch alert then. What's the name of that conference? It might be even being live streamed somewhere. Usually, a lot of time these conferences, they live stream them. A lot of times they tend to live stream them. Let me see here. Because, these conferences, they'll have websites. And you can watch them at the website. I'm not happening to see... Okay, Disruptive Tech Conference. Let me go ahead and Google that. Disruptive Tech Conference. Alright, so I'm not seeing Disruptive Tech. Disruptive Technologies. Is this the one in the UK? No, this is the one in San Francisco. So I got the link to the one in the UK. Where's the one in San Francisco then? But yeah, it doesn't look like... Yeah, I don't see a website for it. Oh well, so that's the only thing. Is like, how are we supposed to keep abreast of what they announce? I guess all you can do is just watch the stock. That sucks. Robinhood Gold. What? James, there's a Robinhood Gold? Introducing Robinhood Gold. More buying power, extended trading hours, and instant access to funds. All for what other brokers charge in commission. You are eligible to be one of the first to use Robinhood Gold. Okay, so they're leaking. They're slowly leaking it to certain people then, right? Use up to, okay, so they're letting you borrow on margin. Use up to twice your buying power without depositing a dime. Extended trading hours. Get premium access to trading before and after market hours. Instant access to funds. Stop waiting 3 days. Use funds from deposits and stock sales instantly. Faster access, faster trading. All right, so they're basically rolling this out to certain people. They're rolling it out to certain people. That's what's up. Yeah, I'm sure eventually they'll come out with certain criteria that if anybody wants it, and 9 times out of 10 it's going to be to, people with a certain amount of capital. Robinhood OTC, we'll see. I think U Stock Trade will meet OTC before Robinhood. From where it's looking right now, I think U Stock Trade will get there first. Just by what the clientele looks like. Jerry, that's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking for Robinhood Gold, the people who are getting that app or being introduced to it already have more than, enough to bypass the BDT rule. I don't think that they're going to offer an opportunity to trade on margin 2 times for people who have $5,000 or $6,000 or $7,000, my friend. I think that's going to be for people who have well over $25,000 to trade. And from the broker point of view, it makes sense to give it to people who have more money. You make more on the interest. People who are going to trade with bigger positions and trade more and not be restricted by a PDT rule. Yeah, yep. It's going to allow after hours trading. That's very true. What are they saying? Oh, yeah, okay. This is about the Disruptive Tech Conference. Oh, wow. He's going to be doing a private networking meet and greet. July 19th. Okay, so this is July 19th. Oh, okay. Yeah, is this old? July 19th. Isn't that past? Yeah. Okay, so this is basically the announcement that he was going to be at the conference. Okay. What's going on, Phil? Welcome back, Stocks and Heels. Yeah, today. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It was an announcement that he was going to be at the conference. That was just an announcement that he was going to be at the conference. Not bad, not bad. So a lot of stocks to watch for tomorrow. A lot of good plays out there, man. Lot of good plays. A lot of good plays. Shamika said, Ameritrade, Robinhood, and Ustock Trade fit all your personalities. Yeah, I think looking at that, all you need is TD and Ustock Trade. That's all you need. TD to play the pennies, Ustock Trade for everything else. BRKK. BRKK. What is that? BRKK. What is this about? Yeah, low volume. It's an OTC. All right, so I saw this. I saw this today. All right, so this is that company that bought like the helmet company, right? I saw this. It's cutting edge sports. Okay, yeah, they they basically are like a rip-off GoPro. They're basically a rip-off GoPro, and look, competition is never bad. Competition is never bad, but they want to be GoPro. But let me tell you something. If they're going to be GoPro, they better work on this website because this looks like shit. This website looks like shit. You want to compete with GoPro with a website like that? With a website like that? Go to the GoPro website and go see some of the videos that they put up on their website. I researched this company already. I think it's a complete joke. BRKK? Yeah, it was up, so what? It was up, so what? But, it's just looks horrible. I mean, everything about their presentation is horrible. 850, what's up?
Hey, this should make a sound.
Hey, what's going on with you?
Hey, I wanted to talk about the Robinhood and U stock trade.
Okay.
The reason why I got Robinhood first, and then I got to U stock trade.
Okay.
Now Robinhood, I like it because you can put the money instant
Yes.
into your account. U stock trade takes like 3 days for my money to go in, and that's frustrating. You think that'll change?
I hope so, but being that they're overseas, and I can see where their explanation for that comes from. They're an overseas operation. You're using U.S. banks to basically, although it's going ACH, it does take a little time for the money to go there and settle. Whereas Robinhood, it is U.S. based operation, so their connections to the banks are a little bit different. So, um, yeah. The future could change for that. It could change. Maybe they introduce an instant thing like Robinhood has, but I wouldn't hold my breath. Not too soon.
Mhm. I just seen Vaughn said something about Robinhood. That's why Robinhood created the gold account because of U stock trade.
It could have been. It could have been. I mean, my thing is, I think with Robinhood, even if you have over 25 grand, you could already get around the PDT rules. So I think the gold was really more or less to, you know, get people to, use margin. Because you got to understand that Robinhood, they make their money by the fact that when you deposit their account, if you're not using it, they earn interest on the money. So if you read their terms and conditions, if you put money into Robinhood and you don't use it, you're allowing them to literally borrow from you. They don't pay you anything on it, and they make money on your money. So
no, I didn't know that.
Yeah, so that's how Robinhood does things, and so with the whole Robinhood Gold, that's just an opportunity for them to earn more money on margin interest by people getting more aggressive with the app.
Okay.
Yeah.
And somebody else in the chat just said it only takes them 1 day to put their money in U stock trade. Derek Hudson.
Yeah, if you have the list, because when you go on U stock trade, right? They got the list of banks that they already have.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you have
yeah,
if you have one of those banks, your money does settle sometimes the same day or the very next day.
Right.
Yeah,
No,
now,
mine is.
right. So if you don't have one of those banks and you had to actually put in your checking account and then routing, yes, it's going to take the full 3 days. Yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Okay. So you're saying from my cash account, the cash I have in there now in Robinhood, they're making money off me now.
Yes. That's how Robinhood makes money. Yes. If the money that you have sitting in Robinhood, just like Jay said, it's a sweep account. The money you have sitting out, they can use that money to lend on, to trade on their own accounts, whatever it is. That's how they make their money.
Okay. Good to know.
All right. Appreciate it, Ms. Pettaway.
All right. Thank you.
No problem.
Okay. Bye.
Yeah. So that's how Robinhood gets paid. That's how they get paid. That's how they get paid. James said you can message them to expedite things. Okay. Yeah, I've heard it all over the map for people. Some people say they got to wait 3 days, even though their bank was up there. Some people saying they didn't have to wait. So it's kind of all over the map. It's kind of all over the map. But yeah, Robinhood, they're getting their money. They're getting their money. Just because the app is free and you can trade for free, they are making their money on the back end, and that's how they're doing it. You got to understand, people are putting in millions of dollars into that app every single day. They're making money off of you. Yes, indeed. Yeah, I like what U stock trade is doing. I mean, it's $1 to get in, $1 a month. You know, the prices are pretty tight for the most part. The prices are pretty tight. I can't complain. Now, James, when you're talking about that, are you talking about on the deposit or on the withdrawal? Because for both apps, it's free withdrawals, which is amazing. I mean, that's incredible. Free withdrawals. That's a big deal. That's a really big deal. He said, "Bitch better have his money." Yeah, man. I like it. James, what's up?
Yeah, so I called you stock. Well, I called my son a chat message, on you
Right.
stock trade.
Okay.
And when I deposit money, they're telling me, but waiting a couple of days, and where's my money? Hasn't gotten my account.
Mhm.
And in that same day, the money gets deposited, man. I think what it is that if they see the ACH is coming through, they go ahead and put it in, anyway, as a courtesy, I guess.
Okay.
Because, like I said, they want to get customers. You know what I'm saying?
Uh huh.
And it's like I said, as long as they know that money is going to be coming into your account, they do everything they can to get it expedited, man. You know what I'm saying? So if you put money in your U-Stock trade, don't wait for 3 days. Go ahead and contact them in the second day. Call them, contact them the second day and tell them, put money in. What's up with my money?
Mhm.
And I guarantee the money be in your account the same day.
Okay.
Because I've done it. I've done it a couple times already.
Okay.
You know. But like I said, it's also like I said, it depends on your bank too. You know what I'm saying? The bank, because usually when you set up, they put these small deposits in your account to make sure everything is flowing or whatever, it's going, working properly, whatever.
Mhm.
And it depends on what bank you have. If you got a larger bank, one of the bigger banks is usually not that bad. But if you got one of those no-name banks, like Bank of Wichita or something, then you might have a little bit of a problem. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So,
Right. Of course, it might take a little bit longer for them to go through.
yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, but definitely, man, you stock trading is the shit, man. I ain't lying, man. People just don't understand, man. It's just worth putting like about $1,000 in that thing, taking time to put it, get transferred over, and then just working with it, man. You know what I'm saying? You make a lot of money, man. Because
That's
like
true.
I said, you don't have to worry about that day trading, that day trading rule. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm. Mhm.
So yeah, but like I said, the Robinhood Gold is very interesting, man.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm definitely.
I think the Robinhood
Mm-hmm,
Gold is pretty interesting. Being able to borrow on margin to two
mm-hmm,
times your deposit basically.
yeah,
It's risky and
yeah.
interesting. But I like I said, I don't think it's just going to go to somebody with a $500 account either, though.
Well, yeah, of
So
course. I think they want to see a history. You know what I'm saying? As well, they want to see. I think what it is they want to see somebody who has history. You know what I'm saying? Someone who obeys the rules as far as the patent day trading thing, whatever.
mhm.
Make sure you've been robbing for a while. Make sure you know how to use the system properly. You're not taking advantage of the day trading. Because I'm guilty, man. You know what I'm saying? I've had a couple of times I had to pull that day trade.
Right,
Robinhood.
right,
But like, so long as you don't do it excessively, you're not nothing to worry about.
right.
You know. But I think basically what it is, like I said, is the fact that they want to see people who've been with them for a while, who's actively trading, who have funds in the account. I don't think it got to be 25 grand, but I think they want to see that person, has money in there, has
Mhm.
money in your account. You make money and you have money, in your money market before they would consider you.
Mhm.
So yeah, it's not. I don't think it's just you're just gonna get a Robinhood account tomorrow and then say, well, I'm gonna get a gold card. It doesn't work that way. You got to be kind of like invited.
Sure.
It's kind of like when you got instant. You got to be invited to instant.
Right, right.
And while we're on the subject of instant, like I said, if anybody wants to get instant quick, like just join Robinhood, man, let me know, man. I'll put it on my Twitter account. And that's another way to get around, as far as the invitation thing.
Mhm.
What you do is if you know somebody who has a large Twitter account, have them put your link on Twitter, man. You know what I'm saying? You'd be surprised how fast you get your instant in a couple of days.
Oh wow.
Yeah, that's what I've done, man. I did it with my buddy too. A couple of my buddies, man. You know, they had Robinhood, but they didn't have instant.
Okay.
I told them, give me, you know, like when you go to Robinhood instant, they got their little link where you can invite your friends or family. You copy down that link and stuff, and then send to me whatever the case is, you know, and then I'll put it on my Twitter, put it on my stock tweet, whatever it is. And you'd be surprised, man. You know, within a couple of days, you get an invitation to instant.
Oh.
That's a quick way to get around that, man.
Okay. I didn't know that. That's new to me.
Yeah. That's all you gotta do, man. You got, especially when you're promoting that person. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I said, I have a pretty large Twitter following as well. So once I put them on there, and I put a message, you know, if you want, you're tired of commissions, whatever it is, you know, try Robinhood Gold, whatever, Robinhood Instant, whatever. Next thing you know, man, person called me up the other day and said, man, I got invited in 2 days.
Mm. Hey James, somebody's asking, what's your Twitter?
My Twitter? Hang on a second. I gotta remember. I think it's follow. No, sorry. It's called Warren. Like Warren Buffett. Warren_knows.
Okay. Nose like nose on your face. Warren knows.
No, knows like you know some information. Like Warren_knows.
Okay. Warren knows. Warren
_knows.
Yeah. Warren _knows. Okay.
No, there we go. Yep. Because Warren Buffett is my hero. You know what I'm saying?
Sure.
I follow this guy. I've been watching this guy for a while, and I kind of like want to be like him. You know what I'm saying?
You don't trade nothing like him though, but yeah.
I don't. But I'm saying I just get motivated by him. You know what I'm saying?
Right,
He's
right,
a philanthropist. The philanthropist. He try to help people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
It's a good role model. So, but like I said, man, that stock trade, man. I'm sorry. I mean, I like Robinhood and everything. It's all good, but that stock trade, no joke. I mean, it's a powerful tool for those who don't have that 25 grand. You know. But anyway, just calling to clarify that, man. You know, about the whole stock trade thing. You just have to go ahead, like I said. If you put your money in today, give it 2 days, and then go ahead and contact them and tell them, you know, you put the money in and your money's on the account yet, and they'll go ahead and put that money in your account, especially if they can verify that ACH has been transferred. It's a wrap. It's kind of like Robinhood. The same thing, Robinhood. You know, when you first sign up for Robinhood, they give up to $1,000. You trade up to $1,000 without having that money in your Robinhood account.
Yeah,
but as long as they know that you'll be making a transfer over, they'll go ahead and let you trade on that 1,000. So similar. All right, so I'm not gonna hold you up any much longer, but like I said, you know, get that stock trade, man. It's really, really beneficial.
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
Appreciate it. Thanks for the call, James.
All right, later.
Yeah, I mean, Stocks and Heels asked about the way their charts are set up in U-Stock Trade. I won't deny that the charts in U-Stock Trade look like shit. The charts look like shit. That's why I wouldn't use it for charting. I mean, obviously, I don't. You know, it's very, very basic. Robinhood has U-Stock Trade beat on charts. You know, the way that the stock looks in the chart. That's why you got to use something else. You got to be using something else. Yeah, you got to use something else. You know. Ms. Pettaway, you seem to be really upset that Navy Federal isn't being respected there. Yeah, that 3 days is annoying. You know, nobody wants their money held up. Nobody wants their money held up. But I mean, try what James is saying about you know, contacting them and seeing what's up. You know, maybe contact them in a message and maybe in a private message or something like that, and you know, give them your username, your situation in an email to support, seeing what's going on. Trading View, I think you mean Stocks and Heels. Yeah, Trading View is really good. I'm on their pro trial with the live quotes and stuff. It's very nice. I like it. I really like it. Well, only day trade on Robinhood if you got more than 25 grand. Yeah, three. Oh yeah, three. You got three trades in a 5 day period. Yeah, if you want to do it that way. So you always looking at every 5 days doing a trade. It can work for you though. It can work for you, James. I mean, not I know that's not your style, but for somebody else, if you want to use Robinhood and you setting up for trades every 5 days, you're looking at charts that's set up in that range that you feel that is going to hold their positions, or something's going to happen within that time frame. I can see how Robinhood can work for you. James, what's up?
Yeah, so I was saying about the whole day trading on Robinhood. Like I said, I know it's not set up for day trading, but like I said, if you're in a really good trade, man, something that way, let's say you bought $1, it's up to like $18. You know what I'm saying? Go ahead and take the hit. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead and take that hit, and because like I said, after 5 days, that hit falls off anyway. So you can do it up to 3 times. If you do it 4 times, then you get flagged a patent day
Right.
trader. So you don't want to do that. But I'm saying only use it sparingly. Like you have no other option. You don't want to leave that money on the table. Go ahead and do that day trade, man. I mean, who's going to leave that kind of let's say you buy a stock cheap and it goes up 600%. You're not going to wait the next day to sell it. You're going to sell it right then, pick up a day trade, and then wait 5 days for that day trade to fall off.
Okay.
I mean, it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So anyway, that's it, man. I just wanted to just put something in that, add something to that, man.
Appreciate
All right,
it.
man.
Thanks a lot, man.
All right, later.
Yep. Yeah, and what's even better to add to what he said, that SAEX that he played today, you could have bought that on U Stock Trade. I mean on Robinhood. That was available on Robinhood today. That SAEX. That was available. Yeah, so that would have been an easy. You just take that 1 day trade hit for that day and kept them moving. But if you want to be able to catch those opportunities every day, then you stock trade. Just pay the $2. Yes, Cisco, you're absolutely right. How do be lurking in people's personal messages? PCYs came up on PCYS. PCYS. Prime Care Systems. PCYS. Hold on. Okay, that's not showing me. Maybe I got to go to actual OTC markets here. PCYS. It's got it's low OTC pinks. OTC pinks, no information. Yeah, man, it's the thing about this stock is that it's not releasing any it doesn't have any filings since 2011. Not even has nothing basically. Does the website even still work? The website's taking forever. Yeah, the website don't even work, man. Richie Rich is saying you got caught up in the reverse split, so you sat out on SAEX. What do you mean? You sold out on after the reverse split? Nobody gave heads up on it, man. It just took off. So you know, Tim Grittani made over 200 grand in July. Congrats to him. Ain't gonna help me. Ain't gonna help me. But I mean, like I said, when your parents give you 15 grand to start out with, you should be getting that much. I have a TD Shamaka. It's currently not funded. Oh, okay. What shows there for us to send out mass alert? Well, James, hit me up. I mean, I just followed you on Twitter. If you got like a really a call that you just think is just a sure thing, I don't mind sending out an email for it if it's going to be a sure thing. And my thing is I prefer to talk about pumps or what I think are going to be earnings winners because I know I'm running the trade or earnings I think might be pretty good for the stock. But the thing about those stocks under $1 means that sometimes you don't want to put your name on it and then it doesn't work out. But yeah, that would be a great idea. Just let Stocks and Heels says. But it's crazy because you got some people who want an email like every day from me, and then you got some people who, hey man, just chill out on the emails. I'm like, damn, dude, I send an email like once every 3 weeks. Give me a break. Yeah, Robert, it's Warren underscore knows. Yeah, but I'm going to get a lot more aggressive, especially now as with this promotion that I'm starting out here on Monday. So I'm going to be sending out a lot more emails. Got a other couple other tickers coming down the pipe as well. So yeah. Oh, Cinco, you know how weird people are, man. You know how weird people are. Yeah. Send this info to all our members. Yeah. But yeah, James, I mean, just let me know. I'll be more than happy to send out an email for it. I mean, I can send emails right from my phone if I wanted to. And boom, I could send it straight. 7,000 people, boom, right in their email addresses. Set up a Skype so we can alert folks. Well, I mean, I already have an email list. I already have an email list. Yeah, I just followed you on Twitter. just drop it right in people's email lists. Yeah, yeah, Astro, GSAT. But my next thing is text alerts. I think text alerts are the future, though. Text alerts are the future. I like text alerts. I like the idea of text alerts. Yeah, but everybody would have to have Skype. John Groots. You got to go to freestockpicks.org. At the top it says join my email list. Click that and go ahead and sign up. But Richie Rich, we already do that in TradingView. We already do that in TradingView, and then everybody's got to have the app. I don't want to think a situation where everybody's got to have the app and all that crap. Just set up a text alert, pull out your phone. Everybody's got a cell phone. You know what I'm saying? It'll be something where, hey, you know, text sign up to 44444 blah blah blah. When it's ready, when we got a pick or something, we just text it to you. That's the easiest thing. Nothing to download, exactly. Nothing to download, nothing to have running and all that other crap. Yeah, all that, yeah. You got people out there who don't even have smartphones, man. You got people who don't even aren't into that Play Store, iOS, all that crap. Yeah, I'm gonna get that set up this weekend with the text alerts. Man, I've talked a million times about Tim Sykes, man. He's getting his bread, man. He's getting his bread. He's getting his bread. And it's crazy. Who was that? There was a guy on Twitter going in on Tim Sykes. It's crazy because modern rock. When I was promoting really heavy 2014, he was actually feeling my stuff. So I don't have anything against him. He was feeling my stuff, and he didn't give me no shit. Never came after me or anything like that. So it was really interesting to see him talking all this. Oh, I'm going to sue Tim Sykes, and we're going to file a lawsuit against Tim Sykes, and oh, blah blah blah. Like, are you serious, man? You know. But I mean, he's got a point. Because yeah, Tim Sykes has 3 or 4 millionaires. He's got 3 or 4 millionaires. But for the most part, many of his students are losing money. You know, but a lot of them are beginners though, so it comes with the territory. And I don't know if you guys remember that high school kid that Tim was prepping up a little bit. Tim had made a couple videos. Connor Brugman, something like that. He's all over YouTube. Him and Tim ended up falling out, and he went and set up his own little website. He's trying to be like the next Tim Sykes and all that stuff. Tim was trying to push this Connor kid as like the new, like his new little Tim Grittani. The guy who was like, yeah, he made like 300,000 in high school or some crap like that. And he basically was like, man, I'm not following Tim Sykes. I'm gonna go do my own thing. I'm gonna go do my own thing. Yeah, yeah, Jerry. That's right. Well, I mean, Cisco. By the time most people get the alert, the stock is up anyway. It doesn't matter what you use. I mean, it don't matter what you use. Email, whatever. Like, I mean, 9 times out of 10, when you trying to buy into a play, it's because it's up. Super trades have a DVD. No, that's the thing, man. Yeah, Cozy's done. The Cozy's done. Yeah, Brugman. That's his name. Connor Brugman. Yeah, he was. Him and Tim were all buddy buddy, and then they ended up going their separate way. They ended up going their separate way. As when Tim and Foose were working together, that was awesome because both of them, I thought both of them would click, but it just they're very different. I think they have just they're kind of different personalities. Connor Foose, he's more of a like a bro kind of type guy. He's more of a like a out, you can tell he's more people, whereas Tim isn't. I think he does what he does for his videos, but I think in person he's not that social. I didn't get that point of view. Yeah, he's still living with his parents. He made all that money. He made a whole lot of money. Why not, dude? Yeah, yeah. I don't have nothing bad to say about him, man. I just think his stuff is expensive. I just think, but I think yes, Tim Sykes generally, he genuinely wants to help people. Yes, I will agree with that. I think Tim Sykes thinks he can save the whole world by teaching them how to trade, and I believe the same thing too. I believe the same thing too, and I honestly believe that you know if everybody can learn that skill, like how some people believe that programming is such the big thing in the future. Yeah, that 6,000 is to join the challenge. It used to be 5,500. I remember when I started in 2012, it was only 2,500 bucks in 2012. In 2012, it was only $2,500. But at the same time, at that time, it was like, who's this guy who wants $2,500 from you? So he didn't have the same reputation then. This guy's asking me for 2,500 bucks. Who the hell is this guy? He had a couple DVDs, but he didn't have the stuff that he has out now. It was all those, like the ones in the torrent that we put out. What makes you say that? TWER is going to make another run. Maybe, maybe. I mean, it does run when it runs. That's for sure. He said has 6 pairs of red bottoms. Yeah, yeah. A lot of foreigners do pull their family resources together. Yes, sir. You know, especially a lot of Arab, a lot of African families too. I know one guy from Senegal, one African family we know. The guy stayed at home until he was like 31. Guy lived at home until he was 31. But by the time he left his house, though, he put like 40 grand down for his house. So he wasn't like sitting at home doing nothing. He had a job, working, doing all that stuff. Facebook started with the release new product on Instagram. I have no idea, Robert Cunningham. That's a when you're talking about stocks like Facebook and all of that, you're talking about a lot of deep research that honestly, is just out of my range. That's why I love penny stocks is because they're so basic, and when it times to do research on these stocks, it's very simple to do. You can do it yourself, and you can, after some time, pretty accurately, figure out where these stocks are going to go. But when you start talking Facebook, you start talking Ford, you start talking PayPal, all that, man, you're talking stocks that are being affected by all these macroeconomic and, forces that are beyond your understanding for the most part. $50 a day from $1,000? Yeah, why not? $50 a day? Okay, so $50 a day. So that's 5%. All right. That means with your $1,000, you would need to find 5% a day. 5% a day to make your $50 goal. Easier said than done. Easier said than done on $1,000. Easier said than done. Is it possible? I won't say it's not. I won't say it's not. 5% a day. You've got to be really good at screening. I mean, 5% a day. You're jumping on what could be the top 3 or 4 biggest gainers for the day. So you're screening like stocks up on unusual volume. You're screening stocks, you just got to be really good at your screens. But it's possible. 5% a day. You know, 5% a day. That's $50 a day. It's possible. And you got to play pennies if you're doing a strategy like that. You got to play pennies. Just what Phil says. Possible, not probable. On Phil, for a beginner, not probable for a beginner. Not probable for a beginner. Mark, my thing has always been 3%, sir. My trades, I'm always looking for at least 3% a day on my $10,000. I'm looking for 3% a day. $10,000, and that $10,000 can be split up in multiple trades or in one. And I'm looking for 3% a day. That's, anything above that, it's but $300 a day for me, I'm happy. Anything above that is just extra. Yeah, yeah. So 100 plus, it's amazing. Well, Jay, I mean, you trade more expensive stocks, man. You trade more expensive stocks than I do. I'm sure your gains are not as big because obviously the price of your stocks are a lot higher. What's going on, Treasure Hunter?
Hey man, what's happening, brother? I know it's pretty late now, but I do want to say that it's definitely possible to kind of, we say $500 a day or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Remember you were saying? And he said you got to do penny stocks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Which is true about the penny stocks, but it's definitely true about the $500 today. If you notice, I just told you one of the plays that I had already, the ETASI, and another recap underdog that I love playing that he paid out pretty good today is NA, and I got him at a.
Hold on, Treasure Hunter, man. Your phone, man.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I think you got the Obama phone tonight, bro. I don't know what's going on,
yeah,
man.
Yeah. Let me try back. I'm in the garage, the two-car garage, real quick. Let me try back.
All right, man. All right, Treasure Hunter. Treasure Hunter, you know I love you, bro, but that call, bro, not happening, man. Yeah, that call was booty, bro. That call was booty. All right. So, yeah, man. I like 3%. That's good for me, man. That's all right. Treasure Hunter, you back with us?
Yeah, man. Sorry about that. I was in my office.
Okay.
Surround myself around my car engines and all this and that, like you said, to make stuff, or surround the happy things kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
But no, another underdog play that I use, to make extra cash that when I'm losing on penny stocks is a mid cap, and it brings me back in the green. Like it was NVDA
M like
and
Mary?
N.
Okay.
Yep, NVDA. Like I said, I got him at 56.47, and that's another guy that I bought several times already, also in the past, and every time another like supernova, like I've been telling you,
Uh-huh.
and every time I buy him, like he always pays off because I read the charts right, and I catch him every time when he explode. But he did pretty good today also,
NVIDIA,
and
right? You talking about NVIDIA?
uh,
NVDA?
that's it. That's
Okay.
it. Yep, yep. And I mentioned him before also in the past on your show. And like I said, with that play and that other play and several other plays, like I said, bro, 500 bucks I went in there with, and it's like I said, I made like 200 and something bucks, and like I said, I almost like or what I put in, I almost got back, and then they cut me off, kind of thing. But yeah, plays like this, bro, you get paid real quick and real easy. I got to sit back, wait for months on end to sit back, riding over and ching ching, you in, you out.
Right, right.
You see how much it blowed up, right?
Yeah, I see it made $1 a share today. So I see what you mean. Like if you buy, um, if you got what
Well, well,
30 of those and you get 30 bucks,
yeah. Well. I think it's a little more because like I said, let me see what I got him in at. Let me see. Got him. Let's see. $56.46, and how much he closed out at, or no, yeah. I think the highest part of the day, I
hold
forgot
on.
what it was.
Well, hold on. What
Huh?
stock are you talking about? Because I'm looking at Nvidia for $57. Are you looking at something else?
Yeah. That's the one. That's the one. Yeah, I
Oh,
got him at 56.40
okay.
46,
Okay. Yeah, I mean,
and
yeah,
then
if you buy, 10, 20, 30 shares of that, yeah, I mean, you make
mhm,
a dollar gain today, so I can see how,
yeah,
just
and
kind of
yeah,
scalping that every day. Yeah, it makes sense. You're just
uh huh,
finding, uh,
yeah, the Nova.
established companies that run, pretty good like that.
Not only that one, then SID also.
Hmm.
So then I got a couple of shares of SID. I got him at $3.31, and he went up to 3.40.
Hmm.
So and see, I mean, little everything I got on my list that helped me to get up there.
Right.
Like I said, little everything, penny stock, mid caps, and little everything. That when the market opened, I got it for real cheap, and in the day it went pretty good.
Hmm.
And then sort of, at the highest point, just cash out.
Right.
Yeah, it was real easy.
No, not bad, bro. Appreciate it.
Yeah, man. Anytime, brother.
All right.
You got it.
Yeah, I mean, he's got like a little scalping strategy where and we've talked about it. He takes more established companies and he just kind of rides them up, $1 here, 30 cents here, over 50, 60 shares. So yeah, I mean, I see what he's doing. And again, when it comes to trading, man, like it's just about surviving, man. Like it's not about making a kill every day, because if you can survive, the power of compounding, especially if you're not pulling out your gains to spend on some bullshit. The power of compounding, just growing your account with every trade, you know what I'm saying? Putting your gains back into your investments. That's, surviving and then thriving, man. At the beginning, that's what people should be focusing on. You should be focusing on just surviving at the beginning. Just making a profit, period. Whether it's a dollar or $20 or just making a profit, and then throwing that back into the trade and then just compounding. Losses are going to come. Took a loss today, got pushed out of Angie's list. That really ticked me off. Really ticked me off. Uh, so you always end up chasing penny stocks? Yeah. Oh, of course, John. I mean, Gotta suck it up sometimes, man. Picking bargains by having some shopping money. Phil says make down days fun by having some shopping money. So Phil, are you saying that on your days, on your down days, you go shopping? Yeah, quest for knowledge. Fuck Angie, Angie, man. What's up, James?
Hey, Sal, it's Jay.
All right, Jay, what's going on?
Hey, I'm calling in tonight to crush some hopes and dreams.
Okay.
All right, so I thought about what you said about 3%, 5% a day, but I want to be realistic to some of these people and not get their hopes up, because it's to day trade for a living is considerably very, very difficult.
Of course.
And only people who have the opportunity of that free time, or that they're not, constrained by financial commitments, will they be able to, trade, day trade, on a daily basis. And on top of that, they have to be consistent in order to make gains, right?
Yes.
So I just did, an average of numbers, all right? Across the United States, the average income for a typical person is roughly $45,000 a year, right? That $45,000 a year comes from a 52-hour week. Of the 52-hour week in that year, you probably get 2 weeks of vacation, on average. So you do 45,000 divided by 50, you get about $900 a week that you make, right? But from that $900 a week, you're probably working a 40-hour work week, right? On average, 9 to 5.
Right.
You're probably making $20 to $22 an hour.
Yeah. Most people ain't making that, but yeah. But go ahead though.
But this is on average.
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Most
average.
people,
Right.
Some people can make more than $22, right? Some people can make less than that because they're working at some McDonald's or something. I don't know, minimum wage. But on average, $20. We can say that. That's agreeable. So if you have $20 a week and you have to put some away for retirement, you got to put pay some bills. The bottom line is you're only going to have about half of that, or maybe a quarter of that. I see somebody in chat, $10.50. I mean, I'm being conservative with the average here at $20 because it could go both ways.
Sure.
McDonald's $15. In some countries in the western states on the East Coast here, it's $7.50 minimum wage if you work at Walmart, or $8.50 now. But now you got to think of that, paying your bills, paying your loans off. At the end, you're only going to get about a quarter of that to play with. But think of the time commitment that you're spending to do the research for day trade, right? I would estimate, roughly 3 hours to do research, right? Maybe 2 hours at night to prepare the watch list, and an hour in the morning to get ready to do the scans, right? That's 3 hours. If you add that 3 hours into how much you make, per hour wise, that's $60, $50, $60, right? So if one person's account is not large enough, in order to get $50 to $60 a day, that according to them would probably be like 3 to 5%. You know what I mean? That's crazy. So here I'm doing the math a little bit more. If you had a $2,000 account and you were only shooting for that 1% a day gain, you only need to gain $20. If you had that $2,000 account, if you only want to gain 3%, you would get that $60 back. You would break even for the amount of effort that you commit. Right? That's $2,000. That's if you're going all in on your account.
Yes.
Right.
But wouldn't you agree that at $2,000 you might as well go all in?
Yeah, of course. Some of the big time traders, that's some of the positions that these people trade in. you said you're playing with $10,000, right?
Yes.
So, a 2% gain on a $10,000, $200.
Right.
Not bad. A 5% gain on $10,000, $500. But that's all. That's if you go all in $10,000 on
that's true.
on one trade.
Mm-hmm.
That's an extraordinary amount of risk.
Mm-hmm.
If you're at playing $10,000 on a $2 stock, right? You have 5,000 shares.
Mm-hmm.
That means with each move of 1 penny with 5,000 shares, that's $50.
Mm-hmm.
If you went all in. Well, of course you can split it and cut your risks, and diversify a little bit, and play the $200 strategy and maybe get that $20 or $40 on that $2,000 trade,
mm-hmm.
which is a fifth of your entire account, which is not bad. It really depends on somebody's risk tolerance.
Right.
So that's what I'm saying. That's it. It really, you have to be consistent in order to get these 3 or 5% gains.
Mm-hmm.
So cutting losers quickly, number 1 rule. Number 2 rule. But I'm here to crush people's dreams, not to get their hopes up to trade every single day. The people who can trade every single day are the people who have time on their hands that they can afford to actually do so. And surprisingly or not, it's actually women who have the most advantage, the best advantage amongst all of us. Because as men, we most likely men are the breadwinners of the household,
mm-hmm.
but of course women could be too. But if they're lucky, women would probably have the better opportunity to day trade than us men, unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
He says it's sexist. That's funny. But I'm being realistic here. It's likely what's going to happen. So swing trade is likely the way to go.
Mm-hmm.
I was reading in the chat today, and this guy kept bugging me. What screeners do I use? Right?
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to answer that. And all I use is FinViz and PD Ameritrade. And I sort by relative volume. People like to look for big gainers every day.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that is good to find out the reason why they're gaining, maybe because it's a catalyst or maybe it's because of great fundamentals. But with, creating a watch list and doing due diligence, that's the best way to get positive results. So another one is watch lists. Somebody kept asking me questions about how I create my watch lists, right? You create watch lists, I hear too, but how do you organize your watch list, Sal?
Well, first of all, I'm looking for stocks that are up, particularly anywhere between 5 to 15% in a month. If I'm looking for a weekly play, then I'm up anywhere between 5 to 8% in a week. Of course, all stocks have to be under $10. Market caps preferably under $1 billion. Sometimes by industry, more than likely not. And I'll screen, see whatever comes up, and if the charts meet up in all the different timelines that I like to look at, then I'll swing it for anywhere between 7 to, as you people know, 14 or 21 days. So, yeah.
That sounds interesting, because the way you trade sounds like you're a very swing and position trading.
Yeah.
You like to screen out the gainers, the performers, I should say,
mm-hmm.
for the month, for the week, for the quarter. Right. You're looking for performers, right?
Yeah.
That's what your watch list kind of reminds me of. But everybody has their different watch list strategies.
Right.
And I kind of like to share some of them. One of them is to trade what you know, which is if your job right now is working in the tech industry, if your job right now is working in the finance industry, if your job right now is in the food service industry, trade that industry, because you're working in it and you should know it. If you're in the healthcare industry, look up some healthcare stocks and trade that industry of what you know. That's one way to build your watch list, is to trade the industry that you know and you're familiar with, right? And there's also what I like to do, because my major was international relations. So I like to focus on, global political events, man-made or natural disasters, epidemics or viruses like the Zika or Ebola, mass shootings, forest fires, natural disasters, or maybe, some political event like Brexit, terrorists, military coup. What kind of events, those on a global scale, might have an implication on the stock market. So trade on global political events. Creating a watch list based on that is pretty interesting. I don't know if anybody in the chat has watched the Billions. Have you seen that TV show, Billions?
Yeah, it goes crazy because I downloaded the first season, but I haven't. I know he's basically like a Gordon Gekko type character, but I haven't watched the whole thing. No.
Well, not to spoil it, but one particular instance in there, he said he shorted airline stocks, and that's how he made his money during September 11th, right? And he had two conflicting issues with that. One is he shorted it to help repay the families that were lost in the tragedy, and the other is just to make money for himself, right? I mean, Billions is a great show to figure out like the psychology and emotions behind trading is pretty important. I think it's pretty representative. So in that one, it was based on a nationwide global political story. So if you build a watch list on that, you can capitalize on that. And then of course, creating like what you said, tickers that are up and coming in the next potential days or weeks, and tickers that are up and coming overnight because of some news release catalyst. I mentioned, keep track of your regulatory agencies. Some of them I have FDA, FCC, EPA, ATF, ICC. So regulatory agencies are very important to produce results for these companies dependent on products. So making a watch list and developing a watch list is very important for somebody making consistent gains. So that's what I want to reiterate on for people listening to this stream. What do you think? What are your thoughts?
I mean, I can see what you're saying. It could be hard for the beginner.
For the beginner, I definitely recommend trading what they know, right? If the beginner trades what they know, they can essentially track one or two, and all they have to do is just track one or two stocks, and by the end of 2 or 3 weeks, they would get the feeling of, they would know how that particular stock functions and trades because they've been watching that and stalking it for that amount of time.
Right. Yeah, I mean, but not, and I agree with you, but not only trading what they know, but trading penny stocks, because like I said, I honestly believe that penny stocks are just, the companies in themselves are so simple, right? They've got one or two products, maybe one or two services. They're typically not affected by macroeconomic environments like what's going on in Europe or Japan or in with the EU. And for the most part, when they do rally, and if you're lucky enough to catch a great rally, you make a great return. So, but yes, the risk is there. The risk is there. But I think for somebody who's just starting out, who's committed, who's passionate, I think the chances of being successful and gaining that confidence of saying, okay, I can do this, is a lot better if you, trade established penny stock companies that you can, you know, make money on, and relatively soon.
I agree. It's just that volatility that people have to be aware of. That volatility is what crushes most people. That when they practice, either paper trade or with real money, that it catches them off guard because it could fluctuate that hard. Do you know what I mean? Whereas blue chips, they do fluctuate, but they're relatively more stable. That's why I would really consider position sizing, like you said last time, that some people over position size. I do this sometimes myself. I can identify it as a weakness for myself, is to position size one of your plays too big, and it fluctuates in the direction you don't want to, and it takes harder to climb back up because you don't have enough funds to average down or average back up. All right, well, let's move on to something else. That's what I have. That's my 2 cents for the day on trading with watch lists. Well, moving on. We were talking about Robinhood and U-Stock trade earlier.
Okay.
And how it makes its money.
Yes.
Right? I want to clarify on that. Robinhood, you said it trades by sweep account, which I mentioned. The sweep account, essentially, they jumbo everything up, right? They jumbo everything up to like $250,000 to $1 million, and they put it in a money market account, and they just let it collect interest, which you're absolutely right. Well, the other flip side is they sell order flow to market makers. And what I mean by order flow is if 1,000 people want to buy a stock at 10 cents, they can sell it to a market maker, one particular market maker who buys this flow of orders. So the market maker can try to set the bid, at a little bit lower price, so he can have that little, sliver of the cut. As long as that market maker is getting flow of orders, so the market maker makes that tiny bit of cut when he sells it. That's how Robinhood is making their money, is because these market makers are paying the brokerage to get these orders for these market makers to execute or to find buyers and sellers. They skim off a little bit at the top, and that's called the spread. Now, the spread is interesting in Robinhood when it gets sent to the exchange, because in U-Stock trade, it's an alternative trading system. It's called an ATS. They're very similar to a dark pool, but they're not actually a dark pool. Sometimes when the spread is very large, you can have a market order in a 10-cent spread, and the market maker has to satisfy the NBBO rule, which is National Best Bid and Best Offer. But because the spread is so large in a market order, the market maker can take that order and move it to the upper extremes or lower extremes of that spread to get the most of the cut.
Okay.
Does that make sense? Am I explaining that correctly?
No, it does make sense. It does make sense.
The market maker, you have to assume that the market maker is inherently greedy. And if any market order that you put out there, the market maker is going to make a huge cut by moving the market order to the upper ends of the extreme, the NBBO, the upper ends of the bids or the lower ends of the ask. So I hope that explains how the U-Stock trade makes their money. Plus, funny thing about U-Stock trade, they are a 501c, which means they're a nonprofit. That's how they get around the PDT rule. Because they're a nonprofit, every trade, that $1 actually goes to charity. And because it goes to charity and it's a nonprofit, they don't have to satisfy any of the SEC and FINRA rules because of their nonprofit status. they're technically a charity. Isn't that funny?
Yeah, that's great. I mean, and I think it's a religious organization too. They're Canaan. I forgot what the background is, but it's also religious. It's a religious charity.
To me, that's quite funny. But I would be careful trading stocks with large spreads on U stock trade. If the spreads are pretty tight, then U stock trade would be perfectly fine. But something that's running, making new high of days, don't trade on U stock trade. It makes me nervous. It gives me 3 heart attacks in a day. For those type of runners, you must have a established retail traders to get your perfect executions. All right. Lastly, I'd like to cover one last thing before I sign off, and that is GSAT, my bag holder of the month.
Right. It hasn't been too bad, though. It hasn't been too bad.
It's all right.
Yeah.
Most people complain to me about it is because they don't see much action into it. They don't see much movement. And most of the complainers that do complain to me don't really know how to trade it properly. I rode the upside on this 3 times. And in order to trade this particular play properly, because it's a swing trade, is you have to know how to average down. So every time when it hits around $1.20, you should start, offloading half of your position. And every time when it hits, $1.10 or below that, you should double your position, because that's averaging your costs down closer to $1.10. And most people haven't been doing that. They only make one trade at a particular price, and they just want to let it run. But you have to keep the average price of your trade fluid in a swing trade, because this price could go up or down. You got to keep, average dollar cost average the total share amount lower. So when I averaged this from $1.24, I bought an additional 1,000 shares at $1.08. So that cut that whole position half to $1.16. You know what I mean? So from $1.16 up to $1.20, that's 4 cents, per share. And if I cut half of my position at 4 cents, that's additional 4 cents that I'm taking off the top to break even. So anything above $1.20, I know I'm making gains, and anything below $1.20, I know that I'm only eating into my previous profits that I just took off the top. And if people understand how to average their costs and keep their price fluid in their account, in their trade, then they can have better success at holding something like bag holding something long like this.
Right.
All right. So right now my average is actually $1.18 because I kept averaging down, bought more when it went down, sold half when it went up. And from the looks of it, earnings today, they posted positive earnings. They beat by 1 cent, which is 0.69 million, I believe.
Right.
And of course, in the after hours, it fluctuated a little bit from $1.16 to $1.21. But overall, I'm currently still optimistic. I'm still going to hold it because in the morning we're going to see if it moves with more volatility, then we're going to definitely hold it because that volatility of volume is going to come in. But if it doesn't do anything, there you have it. And then you have to sell and take a short, small, tiny profit, or take it at a loss for those guys who bought a little bit higher.
Nice. So Jay, to end the evening, We got to have a stock for tomorrow. We've discussed a lot of plays today, but um, for you, what is one we have to watch tomorrow?
One to have to watch tomorrow. All right. There was one that I wanted to get in before the end of day today, which was SIG, C-I-G.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was SIG, or is it S-I-D? No, it was C-I-G.
Okay.
This is one I wanted to get in at the end of the day, but I could not make it. It was like 3:58, 3:59, and I was fat fingering my phone on Robinhood, and it would not load, so I didn't get in.
Okay.
I'm liking it because earnings are August 12th. I want to get in a little bit early on this to play my swing trade dollar cost average strategy. Past income was $307 million, and its float is about $769 million.
Mm-hmm.
Today it traded a little bit on the heavy side at 1.48 of its relative volume. Its ATR is about 15 cents, so we can see a fluctuation on average of 15 cents to the upside, 15 cents back down. Beta is close to 2, which means anything that the NASDAQ does, we're going to see an extreme movement. If the NASDAQ is positive, then this will track very, very strongly positive. If the NASDAQ is negative, then this will track very, very negatively. As for the catalyst so far, the latest one is just an announcement of expectations for earnings.
Mm-hmm.
I expect revenues to do somewhere about, I think it says 622 million Canadian. I'm not sure why it's in Canadian, but that's what it says on Capital Cube. You can find it on Finviz. It's the first article. So I need to do a little bit more due diligence on this.
Mm-hmm.
But the patterns are nice. It looks like it's holding its support at, let's see here, 290, 288. Bring up my trading view chart again. Let's see, here we go. The day support was around actually 277 for over a couple of weeks. But the intraday, it's uptrend above 280 after like 11 o'clock. I figured that this would be pretty stable moving on into tomorrow and continue to break the 3 and continue going. That's what I'm looking at tomorrow. I'm hoping this makes a 10 to 20 cent gain.
Okay.
Very unlikely because the average is only 15 cents. So if I get a 10 cent gain tomorrow, I'll be very happy because I'm going to put probably 500 to 1,000 shares. That's what I think is going to happen on that. But my other flip side is meat. I mentioned this earlier. Right?
Right.
I was hoping to get in at 7 again when it tracked back down. I went from 7 to 40 cents and just cut that off earlier today. I was hoping it rebounds all the way back down to like 7.10 so I can buy in, but I didn't buy in on this one either. So I'm going to have to look at this in pre-market and see how it does. The target price is $7.59, $7.60 according to analysts. And it's actually trading pretty heavily as well. So that is another target. So CIG and meat. That's what I'm looking at for tomorrow morning.
Nice, nice.
Alrighty, that's all I got. It is 12. I'll let you have the floor now. Take it away.
Appreciate it. Thanks a lot. Ladies and gentlemen, of course, that's always Blue Jay. Jay in the house with the great call. Always giving out deep game, man. So shout out to Jay. Phil, have a good night. Really, really good stuff, guys. Really good stuff. Somebody talked about THLD. Yeah, it looks nice. If it can hold the 60s, it can bounce off and do something great there. Yeah, THLD looks nice. THLD does look nice. If you spread out the chart too, see a nice little cup and handle there. All right, last second call here. 561, what's up? 561, what's up? 561, are you there?
561, are you there?
Hello. Hi, Sal. It's Stockton Hills.
Hey, what's going on with you?
What's going on?
Nothing. How are you?
Doing good, doing good. Hey, can you lower my volume in the background?
Okay, hold on. I wanted to give you my word. I told you I was going to call in tonight, so I wanted to call in right before everybody goes off to bed.
Yes. Thank you for calling. I can hear myself, though. Hey, I'm on speakerphone?
Yeah, you're on the speakerphone.
Oh, okay. If you can take me off speakerphone, I appreciate it.
Okay, hold on. I wanted to give you my word. I told you I was going to call in tonight, so I wanted to call in right before everybody goes off to bed.
Yes.
Hello.
Hey, what's up? I can hear you in the back. I can hear us in the background, but that's cool though. But hey, so tell us, what stocks are you like following right now?
Well, right now I'm still having a hard time. So right now I'm just looking at what was that? Gal.
Okay.
So I'm in that right now, but other than that, I'm still just following and looking for other stocks to get into.
Good.
I'm looking for that banger. That's what I'm looking for.
Right. We want one of those. I remember we talked about how you called that ATHI stock or whatever that was.
Right.
So we're definitely looking forward to seeing you, call in another big play next time around. So
Okay, I'll call that in.
Yeah, we're really excited about that. So, have you what brokers are you using right now? Like what are you doing to learn things like that?
Stock trade.
Okay.
Stock trade, and I'm just on YouTube. But other than that, I'm just waiting for you to get online so I can learn from you.
Okay. All right. Appreciate it.
I'm wetting my feet. That's it.
Now, what made you get into stocks?
Well, actually, a couple weeks ago, I ran across you. I was just on YouTube, and I ran across it was an old YouTube. You had a, it was, I don't know, you were like in an apartment, and I was like, let me check this out. And I've been looking at you, so I'm like, oh, okay. And then I went on YouTube. No, not YouTube. I'm talking about Twitter. I went on Twitter, and I found you on Twitter. So I said, oh, let me check him out. Okay. So I've been studying you, and I've been looking at, what's his name, Tim Sykes.
Yes.
So, I'm just a newbie in it, that's all.
Cool. Now, what are your goals moving forward in this? Is this something that you just kind of doing for side money? I know you had mentioned that you got your own little business going on right now, right?
I do, and it's fairly new, and it's all funded off of my own money.
Okay.
Yeah, so I don't want to put too much into it, but right now I want to see what I can get out of it, for the most part.
Okay. So now, when you say that, you mean the stocks or the business you're running right now?
No, the stocks.
The stocks. Okay. Cool.
Mm-hmm.
Now, in the time that you've been trading or been learning, what would you say is like your trading style? Are you more like you can see yourself doing it like day to day, getting in and out, buying hold?
Day to day on getting out. For my most part, I need to learn the actual charts.
Yeah. Okay.
That's been rough for me.
What's got you confused about the charts? Just curious.
That when they say the dip, when to get in, when to get out, I just don't know when to get in and when to get out.
Okay. All right.
So that's been a little rough for me.
Sure. And that could probably be helped with maybe looking into some technical analysis, maybe finding some indicators that you feel comfortable with. So, but but all that will come in time as you get to learn exactly what this is all about. So, yeah, for sure.
I appreciate everything you're doing, though.
Not a problem. Not a problem. Thank you for calling. Don't hesitate to call back.
Well, have a good night.
All right. Thank you.
Bye-bye.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, that was Stocks and Heels. Stocks and Heels calling up this show. She definitely gets a kid's cheer. Yeah, so that will come in time when she learns how to, about when to get out, when to, stay in, when to buy, when to sell. So she's really learning. She's really learning. That'll come definitely in time. That'll definitely kind. And we got people in the chat room who will be more than happy to help you. Of course, Stocks and Heels, I think you got all the DVDs, right? I mean, I don't know if you know about torrents or not. And anybody in the chat room, too. We got all the Tim Sykes videos you need. We got all the Foos alerts that you need. We got all the videos pretty much out there. We got it. If you want it, hit somebody up in the chat room, or Zero said I was going to flush it. No, that wasn't King Musa. That was Treasure Hunter. Remember, he called up. He had the bad call. Yeah, King Musa never got flushed, man. King Musa got that good phone, man. But yeah, hit me up at happypennystocks@gmail.com if for those of you who don't have the torrent. Definitely hit you up with that torrent so you can download some videos and be able to learn, because that's what it's all about, man. You want to be able to learn, and the videos, the books, everything you need, you really need that. The books and the videos make a difference, man. The books and the videos make a big difference. You can watch these videos on YouTube and stuff, but getting that real learning, it really helps. Just sitting down for a couple hours and really absorbing the information. Jesus, that's happypennystocks@gmail.com. Happypennystocks. It's at Pirate Bay. It's at Pirate Bay. As long as you have, a torrent downloader like uTorrent or BitTorrent, they're free. You can download them free. And I can send you a link to the torrent, and you can download it. Yeah, Cinco. I mean, yeah, man. The information that we provide here, it's priceless, man. Because once you watch these DVDs, once you read these books, once you participate here on these videos, you can't undo them. You know what I'm saying? You've seen them. You've absorbed the information. It's only going to make you a better person, a better trader. And it's going to come with time as long as you continue to grasp and work on it. So again, guys, thank you so much for joining us today. Another great episode. Tomorrow it's my whatever show. So whatever comes to the table, we talk about politics, dating, women, men, whatever comes up. We always end up going back to stocks anyhow, but anything that comes up we discuss. So see you guys tomorrow for Friday night show. Other than that, people, peace out. Thank you to all the people in the chat room. Jay, as always, Quest for Knowledge. T-Man, hey, T-Man, I want to see you call up one day. Robert Cunningham, too. Miss Petaway, as always, thank you for the call. Mitchell Jeffries, thank you. King Musa, what's up? Thank you, as always. Spartan Financial, good night. Good night, Robert. Travi, as always. Cinco00, LK Rob, Mr. Gomez. Richie Rich, Phil, Eden, Goof, Jerry Williams, as always, Candy. Of course, Stocks and Heels. Thank you so much for calling Stocks and Heels. Good to hear your voice. The Truth. Of course, Jesus. Everybody in the chat room. Thank you guys for making this place what it is. New World Order Soldier. Good night. Miss Esperanza. I didn't even know you were in the chat room, Miss. Hey, Marsha, I would love if you call up one day. Cisco, thank you for being here, participating as always. Mag, thank you. Thank you for being here. All right, ladies and gentlemen, good night. See you guys tomorrow.